Yo, what's up? Give me 1 second. We will get into this stuff. Let's see. Boop. Okay, there we go. Plan is very simple for today, as the title suggests.
Staring into my eyes is ill-advised. I can't
I
promise
really, I never know when it's allowed and when it's not, and it's really weird to me. Let's put this up. Like,
Paimon coming in.
hey.
Paimon
As far as I know, in the new quest, only Charlotte doesn't have a voice, from what I know, so we can play in English this time. That's what I heard. Hopefully that's true. Hello, Jobo. Welcome. So we will just do this. Event we will do... if I'm live, we will do it tomorrow, because it's not fully out. Tomorrow, I'm pretty sure the last act comes out, so we're just gonna do it all in one go. But for now, we're going over here. I will quickly, before we do this, I need to click this, because that will annoy me. Here we go. And we'll see. The quest apparently is pretty good. I don't know. Haven't done it, as you can see, so we will see. Oh,
Is that Navia over there? Oh, it's been a while. Let's go say hi.
Cody, I swear to God, it said May 13th for the last act. I will check, but I'm pretty sure. I am pretty sure. Wait, no, it will be in here. Yeah, May 13th. Yeah, it's tomorrow. At least the story. I don't know about like the gameplay portion, because the gameplay portion maybe is locked, but the story is out fully tomorrow. That's what it says here. Jubo, trust me, if I could play this game where Paimon is Japanese and everybody else is English, I would do it, no questions asked. Sadly, I cannot do that. I never liked Paimon on release was fine, but as the years went by, her voice just got worse and worse. I don't know why. Anyway, let's talk to Navia.
Hey, Navia, what you up to?
So, yes, okay, that's one voiced character. I'm pretty sure only Charlotte is unvoiced, as far as I know. Why the secrecy?
Get lost, Monica! I don't want to see you back here until you're ready to wake up and start doing things properly! Right now, you're a disgrace to my kitchen and to
Yeah,
the hotel
I don't know what she
decor
did,
name!
but yeah.
It was an accident.
I'm sorry, did you hear me asking for excuses?
Jubo, I don't know if she smokes. Frankly, I don't care. Her voice is annoying as shit.
No, I'll do better, I promise.
Why is she so aggressive? She won't even listen to what the poor girl has to say. Oh, hey, cut her some slack. You gotta at least hear her out.
I don't care.
Wait!
Huh? Who do you think you are telling me? Wait a sec. Navia?
That's your first message, Acid. You, Paimon. Valid response, valid response. If it was JP Paimon. If only, if only. If only it was JP Paimon. Listen, I am currently on the prayer list for English Paimon VA to be recast. I'm just like, if there's something I can sign, I'm signing it. It's just straight up. I don't want her in this game anymore.
So, you're bringing backup now. Suit yourself! You're still wasting your time!
I'm good, I think. I didn't really do anything, so I think I'm good. I don't know.
Savannah, is this how you always treat your staff?
Savannah?
My staff is right. I'm the one in charge here now. And last time I checked, the Hotel de Boer doesn't take orders from the Spina di Rosula.
Uh-huh.
Of course. How you run your kitchen is none of our business. But when a member of your staff is so overworked he becomes gravely ill, that most definitely is our business. We're going to stand up for him, whether you like it or not.
Overworked? I've said it before, and I'll say it again. If Fermon can't handle the job, then tough luck. There are plenty of other capable people I can hire instead.
Can we kill her? I heard enough.
But Philmont can do the job, he just...
Monica, back inside, now!
You just fired her. What the fuck do you mean back inside? What's your problem?
Huh? But you said I shouldn't come back until...
Just do as you're told, and not another word out of you. Come on, we have work to do.
Yeah, no, we gotta kill her. We have to. Like, we have to now.
Wow, what a horrible person!
Sorry. Looks like I've dragged you into some drama again.
Nah, I see enough of that on Twitter. It's fine.
Her name is Savannah. She's the new head chef at Hotel de Boer. Ever since she took the job, she's been enforcing a brutal work regime and putting a huge amount of pressure on her staff. One guy was so overworked, he collapsed from illness. He's been bedridden for days, and he can barely even talk properly.
Flashbang.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's all my fault. I don't deserve to be a chef.
Stop
At his
doing that.
family's request, the Spina di Rosula is trying
He
to
didn't
mediate
die.
on his behalf. We're not exactly making a ton of progress, as you saw.
Nobody said he died.
Savannah is adamant that Vermont's exhaustion and illness have nothing to do with her or how she's been running her kitchen. She's refusing to have any kind of meaningful dialogue with us.
Avia, you carry an umbrella gun. I think that should do the, you know.
Our next thought was to talk to the other chefs at the restaurant and get a better idea of their working conditions. But with Savannah watching them like a hawk, no one has been willing to open up.
Nobody say it.
And that's why I'm here, doing it the old-fashioned way. Camping out, watching, and waiting for an opportunity.
Okay.
Oh, shoot! It all makes sense
Classic. It's always Paimon's fault.
now. Sorry! Paimon should have thunk before she spoke. Did Paimon ruin everything?
Oh, no, not at all, Paimon.
Who is...
Honestly, the way she was laying into Monica, someone had to step in. I'm sure I would have piped up if you hadn't. And besides, I don't really think I'm built for espionage.
You literally like have a mafia, dude. You're like... What? Sure.
Yeah, meaning it's gonna be all the more difficult to get the inside scoop now. Oh, I might as well head back to the Fleuve Cendre then. We'll need to come up with a whole new game plan.
I said you don't play that. That's not you. You don't play the game. You can't just say that's me.
Paimon will join you, cause this is kinda all
No.
Paimon's
Okay,
fault.
Paimon can go. I'm staying here. I know. I'll go talk to Novelette or somebody. I don't wanna.
Guys, it's fine. You don't need to worry about it. That said, if you were planning to visit the Fleuve Cendre anyway, let me take you out for a meal. I'll
Free
make sure
food?
it's a proper feast.
Navia, I'm a multi-millionaire in this game. Like, when will people stop offering me free food in this game? I don't need it. And I never had.
A really famous chef just joined the Spina di Rosula's tavern. Her name is...
Huh, let me guess. No chef comes to mind. Definitely not.
Sorry to interrupt. I just wanted to apologize for the scene you witnessed just now. We shouldn't subject our customers to that.
When did I become a customer? What?
This is a small token from us. It's some candy from Monica. She asked me to make sure it was delivered into your hands.
Is it drugged?
Monica's the one apologizing? Huh. Clearly Savannah is the one who owes an apology.
Our head chef has been a little highly strung lately. Sorry for everything.
Thanks.
Alright. Since there's candy, Paimon will drop it. Not the candy.
Thank you for understanding. We'll make sure to pass your feedback on to Miss Savannah.
I pray that when we go to Not Cry, Paimon will disappear or something.
Huh?
Because, you know, the moon, Paimon, you know, maybe. You keep coming back for more brain damage? That's the trick. I just give like parasites that brainwash you. That's what it is. You just didn't notice.
Paimon doesn't get it. How did someone like her even become head chef?
Well, according to Fermat's family, she hasn't always been like this. But that's a story for another time.
Uh-huh.
Let's try this candy.
I don't want to. It seems suspicious.
Oh, Paimon totally gets it. Come on,
Yeah,
dig in!
Paimon can eat it. Yeah, she can test. Yeah,
Huh?
I'm all for it.
Hold on, there's something written on the wrapper. Find Escoffier.
No way. Never heard of her before.
Escoffier? Could this mean...
Oh, to good old people on YouTube's. Even though I said many times I'm not gonna pull Escoffier. Yeah. Anyway, let's go. Wait, where are we? Oh, wait, I know where we're going. Going over here. The lovely sewers.
So, who is this Escoffier anyway?
She... Well, for
There she
starters,
is.
she used
Well,
to
you
be the
can
head
see her.
chef
There-
at the
there she-
Hotel de
oh,
Bourg,
she's
before
fine.
Savannah. She recreated the legendary Gâteau de Bourg and restored the restaurant back to its former glory. Safe to say, she's the most renowned head chef in the Hotel de Bourg's history. After the culinary genius Modeste himself.
Who?
Gâteau de Bourg. That's the super exclusive cake that they only sell a few slices a day, right? Wow. Why the heck would she let Savannah take her place?
Well, apparently, the Hotel de Bourg was reported for a safety incident. Someone claims that the kitchen was adding an illegal substance to their menu.
Uh-huh. Jubal what? What do you mean?
But none of the chefs had any idea how it could have gotten into the food. In the end, Escoffier decided that as head chef, she should take responsibility. And she was sent to the fortress of Meripede.
Ah, so she went to prison. Acid, that's the kicker. They don't. Mm-hmm.
The Fortress of Meripede?
No way, the prison?
Well, you're right. The quantity of the substance they found was fairly minimal. Even the guards believed the whole thing was probably just an
They
accident.
were using Red 40. Of course.
Escoffier didn't have to stay in the fortress for long, but still, by the time she returned, the role of head chef had already passed to Savannah.
Acid, what do you mean substance? That's a normal word. Why are you adding so many question marks? Blue math. Math. Ah, yeah, of course.
So that's what happened. Paimon still thinks it's really unfair.
Even though Escoffier is no longer head chef at the hotel, she's still well respected by the staff.
Navia, just say that she's over here. I literally saw her.
So, I'm guessing what Monica wants is for us to convince Escoffier to try and negotiate with Savannah on the staff's behalf.
Oh, Paimon gets it! Monica wants Escoffier to come back and kick Savannah out!
Yeah, kill her.
It's simple. If the new head chef is stressing everyone out, then the solution is just get the old one back.
Jesus, acid. That'd be too simple. We need to torture her first, if anything.
Well, about that.
You thought cream of mushroom soup was ready to serve after 3.5 minutes on the stove.
No way.
You'd have had more sense serving hot water with ice cubes.
That's... what?
At least then you wouldn't have wasted all this perfectly good cream and mushroom. What do you say, Hilaire?
I'm sorry, Cream. I'm sorry, Mushroom.
He's apologizing. That's crazy.
As you can see, Escoffier is that kind of chef as well.
Yeah, but she's bullying kids. That's valid. That's respectable.
You have to leave it on the heat for long enough to allow those flavors the chance to come out. Don't be fooled by the aroma when the water first starts to boil. Got it?
Okay.
Yes, Chef.
Then go back and do it again. The customers are still waiting. Remember where you went wrong and don't repeat the same mistake twice.
Yes, Chef.
Yes. Uh-huh. Who?
Excuse us,
Waiting to be served? Sorry, we're pretty busy. I'm afraid you have to join the line.
Nah, I'll pass.
Oh, no, we're not here to eat.
So you're not paying customers? Then I'm afraid the wait will be even longer.
Uh-huh.
It's hard to talk to Escoffier when she's in the zone. Let's take a seat. We can catch up while we wait.
Catch up on what? Well, I guess we haven't seen Navia in a while, I guess.
Looks like the rush hour is finally over. Is it always this busy here?
These days, yes. I'd say business has tripled since Escoffier joined as temporary head chef. Well, in her words, the Hotel de Boer doesn't need her anymore. It doesn't look like she's got any plans to go back.
Okay.
I guess I'll be heading off then.
A bot in the chat? My goodness. Gone.
Wait, take these home with you. We can't serve them now, and there's no sense in letting them go to waste.
Oh, thank you, Chef.
Free food.
For what? Like I said, I just don't want them going to waste. Oh, and tell Fiamma to get well soon, so you're not running yourself ragged every single shift.
Uh-huh. Take your time, Jubu.
Firmont. That's the second time we've heard that name. Who is that again?
The sick guy.
He's the chef that fell ill from stress. Hilaire is his son. And with Mom stuck at home taking care of Dad, he decided to pick up some work to help pay the bills. Escoffier knows their situation, so she's been making some extra food every day for him to take home.
Hey, I heard that, Navia! I've told you before, no one's making extra food. Hilaire is making blunders in the kitchen, and I can't serve his failed dishes, so he might as well take them home.
Yeah, failed dishes that just so happen to be nutritionally complete every single time.
So, you two must be the world-famous traveler and her companion, Paimon, yes? Is there something I can
is
help
not the
you
famous
with?
one.
Oh, so you know us already. We'll skip the introduction then. We're here to talk about Savannah.
Oh, I certainly am. The Spina's headquarters are right next to the tavern. And I've lost count of the number of times Navi has come to pester me about it. But I don't work for the Hotel de Boer anymore. And being ex-head chef doesn't give me the right to interfere with that business.
Kinda true.
Besides, I'm the one who persuaded Savannah to take the job in the first place.
What?
Well, she was a much gentler person back then. A little timid, even. She wasn't at all confident that she was the right fit for the role.
That's hard to believe. Are we definitely talking about the same Savannah here?
Honestly, I do wonder if she's just emulating me. I mean, I'm not the most pleasant head chef to be around either.
She's doing a bad job.
Anyway, suffice to say that given the history between us, it'll be tricky for me to tell her she's doing her job wrong without coming across like a huge hypocrite. Fiamar and the others probably think that Savannah gets it all from me.
I wouldn't be so sure about that, Escoffier. Look at this note we got from Monica.
Whoa.
She mentioned me.
Wait, I need some water, give me some.
Whatever shortcomings you feel you have, it looks like Monica still trusts you. As for the others, well, how can you know what they think unless you ask them?
Monica.
Plus, it's not like we're asking you to storm in there and raise hell. We're only in the initial phase of our investigation. All we're trying to do is get the other chefs to open up to us.
Okay.
Oh, Monica. Oh, Monica.
Escoffier?
I can't believe her. Powdered sugar is supposed to be applied sparingly.
Oh, God.
Look at all that on the wrapper. It's thicker than the sole of my shoe. Unbelievable. I won't stand for this. She has to learn.
Why is she walking
Come on,
like that?
we're going.
Wait, so now she's,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Let's go catch up to her. We don't want to keep her waiting.
Oh, wait, won't TP me? Oh, okay. Here we go.
Wait, she looks like... Is that Escoffier?
Am I
I'm
almost
sorry.
dead?
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I messed up your order.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. Maybe the taste is a little off, but if you hadn't brought it up, I don't think I would have noticed.
But, please, you have to forgive me or Chef is gonna... Okay, I know. I'll kneel before you.
What the heck?
Oh.
Get up, Monica. Can't you see that you're just making your customer feel more awkward?
Escoffier?
Oh.
If you want forgiveness, then do what any self-respecting chef would do. Make the dish again. And this time, get it right. You cannot go begging your customers to feel sorry for you.
Give me one sec. Looked like I fell out of my chair.
Savannah said that I'm not allowed back in the kitchen until I've corrected my mistake. But if I can't go back into the kitchen, I can't do the dish over.
Can we just kill that one? Savannah, can we kill her?
That's some backwards logic. How can you fix your mistake without being allowed to cook? If this is what Fermat had to put up with, then no wonder he had a breakdown.
We apologize for interrupting your meal, sir.
It's fine. With my layman's palate, it's not like I can tell the difference anyway. I was actually quite enjoying my meal until she appeared out of nowhere and started apologizing. Gave me a bit of a fright, to be honest.
How did the other one know that she fucked up then?
Oh, well, it's because Chef Savannah tasted a bit of the leftover soup from my pot and then threw me out of the kitchen.
Gosh, that's pretty strict. Has she always been that way? I don't recall things being like this when Escoffier was head chef here. I gotta say, you're all looking a little worse for wear these days.
I mean, Escoffier was strict too, but I think the difference is that her criticism was more constructive. So you knew what you did wrong and how to improve, and we all knew that it came from a good place. Chef Escoffier was hard on us because she truly wanted us to reach her level. But these days, whenever we make a mistake, we just get told to wake up, get your head in the game, or just do it again. And it's only gotten worse since word got out that Chef Escoffier had started working again in the Fleuve Cendre.
So she's jealous.
Monica, you don't need to call me chef. I'm not the boss here anymore.
Yeah, but through no fault of your own. What happened back then, that wasn't on you, and all of us know that. That banquet was a huge event, and so many staff were involved every step of the way. With so many moving parts, there's no way of knowing how that Lumiline ended up in the food we served.
I bet it was Savannah who did it.
Lumiline? What's that?
A new drug from the Fontaine Research Institute.
Drugs?
Produced from an extract of the Lumitoile. Apparently it sharpens the senses, so they used it to treat people with impaired responses to stimuli.
Oh, yeah, I've heard about that. They found out you can use it as a flavor enhancer since it stimulates the taste buds. Makes things pretty addictive.
They also found that overuse can have mood-altering effects, and even lead to nerve damage. So it quickly ended up on the guard's list of controlled substances.
Oh, okay.
Unfortunately, however, some food products containing the additive had already made it to the market by the time the guards banned it from the restaurant industry.
Everyone knows that in all likelihood, someone probably just purchased a batch of contaminated ingredients by mistake. But you took all the blame.
Or was it a mistake?
We all know why. You just didn't want to see this turn into a place where tensions are constantly running high. Because everyone's suspicious of each other all the time. And now look at you. A fry chef in the Fleuve Cendre.
What are you trying to say? Sure, the Spina's Tavern is no Hotel de Boer, but come on. It's not that bad, is it?
You live in the sewers.
Oh, the Fleuve Cendre, you say? Great. That's where I'm downing from now on.
Monica, I'm very happy with my current job. And there's no changing the past. We just have to let bygones be bygones. Besides, at the end of the day, I was the head chef, regardless of whose mistake it was. Ultimately, the responsibility lay with me.
If only Savannah was half the boss you were.
I'm sorry? Do you have a problem with my conduct as head chef?
Yeah.
No, chef.
So you do remember who's boss? Escoffier? I thought you'd left this place for good. What are you doing back here?
What happened to you, Savannah? Why are you acting like this? When I turned this place over to you,
You made me the head chef and gave up your right to tell me how to do my job. You're not the boss here anymore, so stop acting like you own the place.
Whoa. Sounds like someone has a chip on her shoulder.
Yeah, we should probably go.
Oh, Savannah! My God, have you grown a temper since I last saw you? Have you put even half the amount of energy into improving your cooking skills, or are you still using the Pluie Lotus as an off-brand marcotte, thinking no one can tell the difference?
That's none of your business!
What happened to not storming in and raising hell?
Ho ho! I was not expecting to see something this spicy as soon as Escoffier returned.
Huh? Van-Agem?
Aye, miladies. Might I make a humble suggestion? Given that we have ourselves a tête-à-tête between chefs at the Hôtel de Bord, I dare say it would be de rigueur to settle this
It
the
actually
traditional
got
way.
a French guy? That's crazy.
The traditional way? That can only mean one thing.
That's right. I'm talking, of course, about the tradition established by Modeste himself. The cooking contest!
Food wars. That'd be crazy.
According to legend, the founders of Hotel de Boer, Modeste and Savelli, used this method to resolve all of their disputes. Everything from petty arguments over next week's menu to disagreements over the strategic direction of the restaurant. The cooking contest would decide who had the final say.
Huh. Sounds like they had a lot of free time on their hands.
Ah, well, it might sound that way to us. But in fact, the cooking contest played an enormous role in motivating chefs to hone their skills, reaching new heights of excellence in the culinary arts. And indeed, the reintroduction of this institution in recent years has surely been instrumental in transforming the Hôtel de Bord into the top-ranking restaurant in Fontaine.
Reintroduction? Someone brought it back? Who?
She did?
What say you, Escoffier? Surely you of all people won't back down from this challenge. It was you who put the rule in place, after all.
Sure, I reinstated it, but I'm not a chef at Hotel de Boer anymore. Isn't this bending the rules a little?
I see no issue as long as both sides agree to the terms. We could simply treat it as an exhibition of sorts. Savannah, any objections?
Exhibition. Huh. No.
Okay.
If we're going to
She
battle
will
it out,
lose.
let's put it all on the line. If I lose, it's up to you what happens to me.
I don't want anything to happen to you.
But if you lose, you hand over the Codex de Board to me.
What is that?
What? The Codex de Boer?
What is that?
Only the legendary handbook written by the original head chef Modeste. It contains all his secret recipes,
What are these stars?
including
What is
Gâteau
that?
de Boer. It's the greatest treasure in Fontaine's culinary world, and only the present and former head chefs of the Hotel de Boer have the right to read it.
Present and former? Wait, but that already includes Savannah, though.
What do you want that old thing for? You have your own copy, don't you?
Yeah.
Don't take me for a fool. You know perfectly well what I mean. I want your copy, the original version, the one you took with you when you left us.
I'm sorry, I must be missing something. You know, there's no difference between the original and the copyright. They contain the exact same recipes.
Stop trying to change the topic. What's wrong, Escoffier? Scared you're gonna lose to me? Or are you scared of me getting my hands on the original codex?
Savannah, you may remember that we gave her the original as a parting gift to thank Escoffier for her years of service. Asking for it back feels a little,
Man, that's just weird.
Oh, I'm sure it won't be an issue, as long as both sides agree to the terms. Those were your words, weren't they? And as for the contest itself, let's make it a bake-off. Gâteau de Boer, per the recipe in the codex. Well, Escoffier, you against me. Are you in or out?
You sound surprisingly confident. All right then, let's see how much you've actually grown. I hope you surprise me, Savannah. I'd hate to find out that all you've learned after this long is how to chew people's heads off.
Believe me, I'll show you.
Escoffier, are you sure this is a good idea? You accepted her terms a little hastily.
Oh, it'll be fine. Let's head back to the Fleuve Cendres so I can get prepping.
Alright. That's the wrong one. Here we go. Boop.
So, this whole bake-off thing kind of came out of nowhere. Was it really sensible to just go along with it?
Yeah, she's gonna win.
Well, I got a sense that she's holding something back. But we chefs always express ourselves in our cooking. So if she won't talk, this might be the best way to find out what's really going on with her.
Huh? Holding back? Sure didn't sound that way to Paimon.
Escoffier only picked up on it because she's the same way. Always closed off, never letting you know what she really thinks.
That's patently false, at least where your macarons are concerned. I've been nothing but truthful with you about the disgraceful amount of sugar you use.
Okay. That's one case where you can keep your thoughts to yourself.
Okay. Sure.
Oh, that? Well, it's not so much a recipe book as a diary of Modeste's adventures. Back in the day, he and his good friend Savelli explored far and wide, partly adventuring, partly looking for new ingredients and developing new recipes. Their creations had an enormous influence on the course of Fontaine cuisine, turning it into a much more vibrant and diverse scene. For instance, legend has it that the original Gâteau de Bourg was made using a special secret ingredient that Modeste discovered on one of his adventures. So rare was the ingredient that they could never make more than 16 slices of the cake per day. But everyone who tried it claimed that it was one of the most blissful and invigorating things they had ever tasted. Modeste and Savelli went on to found the original Hôtel de Bourg, which catapulted them to stardom in Fontaine's culinary world. Especially Modeste. He was hailed as a once-in-a-generation genius. And over time, the recipes from his adventure log became known as the Codex de Bourg.
Paimon's heard this kind of story before. Armed with the Codex, the Hôtel de Bourg took its rightful place as the finest restaurant in the land, serving those recipes for centuries to come.
Paimon, why did you
Something like that?
feel the need to say all of that?
What? No, of course not. Cooking is a constantly evolving art form. How could any restaurant survive if they only served food that was popular last century? Anyway, never mind centuries. Savelli and Modeste parted ways not even 10 years after their rise to fame. Then, Modeste passed away while he was still in his prime. And that was it. The end of the Hôtel de Bourg's heyday. It fell into decline, and for most of its history, it was just a nondescript place with a couple of cheap tables. It's only in recent decades that it started recovering. Even then, it still took numerous relocations and changes of management before we finally ended up with Vanigem and the restaurant we have today.
Okay.
Oh!
Makes sense, I guess.
So the Codex really isn't all that, then. Paimon figured it was like one of those mystical books they have in Liwe's martial arts novels, where the main character learns all their secret powers from.
Yes, well, that's fiction, and this is reality. You can't meet the tastes of modern diners by following some ancient recipes from a dusty old book.
Case in point. Even the Gâteau de Bourg they sell now is actually Escoffier's reimagination.
Wait, really? Why though? Didn't that recipe make it into the Codex?
It did, but like I said, it's a dusty old book now, and the records aren't as legible as they once were. Not to mention that there's no way of finding the secret ingredient Modeste wrote about. So, reimagination is right.
I bet the quest will be about finding that one
records
ingredient.
and took what I could from the Codex. But ultimately, the Gâteau de Bourg of today is my own recipe. As for why we gave it the same name and kept the tradition of only selling 16 slices a day, well, you've got Vanigem's business sense to thank for that.
Oh. Huh. Well, that kind of takes all the mystique out of it.
Hey now, it might not be the original Gâteau de Bourg, but it's still the most delicious cake in Fontaine today. And who knows, maybe Escoffier's version is more suited to your palate. Just think, if the original truly was the perfect cake you're imagining it to be, there's no way the recipe would have been lost to history, right? Not to mention that the Hôtel de Bourg never would have fallen into a slump.
Anyway, before I left my role as head chef, I made a copy of all the recipes from the Codex, including my own improved versions, and turned them over to Savannah.
So why is she so interested in the
Great
original
question.
copy?
Maybe because she cannot cook the things that she wrote and she thinks that she just lied or something.
Could it be a symbolic thing? Like, whoever holds the original Codex de Bourg is the true head chef?
Well, it was clearly precious enough to give to Escoffier as a parting gift. Meanwhile, Savannah only got a copy. Maybe from her point of view, it's like management doesn't truly see her as being worthy of the role.
Because she isn't.
The only thing
Have you
is, it was
seen
her
her?
suggestion to give me
Hello?
the original in the first place. Well, a joint decision by her and Vanigem. But still.
What? guess she's had a major change of heart since she became head chef.
Became a bitch. That's what happened.
Who knows? We could speculate forever. Better to just let our gato do the talking.
What?
It means besting her in this bake-off, and then getting her to explain herself, even if I have to beat it out of her with a spatula.
Please do. That'd be fun.
However much she's changed since we worked together, I believe that she still has her chef's pride. And if she respects the art, she'll respect the outcome of our contest.
Well, I'm confident that you and your spatula can get justice for Froment. All you need to do now is win the contest. But that should be a breeze for you.
Let's not get too ahead of ourselves. Gâteau de bourg is very complicated to make. Usually, it takes 3 chefs working in tandem to cover everything. Now, if I had to push it, I could probably do the work of 3 chefs myself. But I'd prefer to play it safe if I can find a couple of assistants in time.
Well, that's easy. The 3 of us are veterans in the kitchen. You just
No,
need
no,
to
no,
pick
no, no,
2
no,
of
no,
us.
Paimon, you don't cook. You eat. That's very different, okay?
Well, I have heard the Traveler is an accomplished cook, as well as a warrior. But be warned, I will hold you to exceptionally high standards. Think you're up to the task?
Bring it on.
Oh, count me in too. I've spent weeks perfecting my macarons after your scathing review. Even if it means competing against the Traveler, so be it.
How are we aren't we
show
on
you
a
what
team?
I'm
What do
made
you mean
of.
competing? Hello?
Confident. I like it. Alright, let's start with some elementary mise en place. Show me your knife skills.
I don't know what that means. One.
I've always called it chopping stuff up, not mise en place. But it's basically the same thing, right?
Oh, nah.
What?
Looks like you found that easier than I expected.
I literally used a sword. That's crazy.
Yeah, thankfully it was pretty straightforward in the end. You made it sound like we'd be carving statues out of fruits or something.
Well, brace yourself, because the next step is anything but straightforward. I'll be using this cold press to extract flavor compounds from the ingredients.
What?
A kind of special food processor I got the Fontaine Research Institute to make for me. It uses cold temperature extraction to isolate the essence of cooking ingredients, which can then be used to flavor dishes more precisely. But this isn't exactly standard kitchen equipment, so that probably didn't make a whole lot of sense. Let me give you a demonstration instead.
Sure. Okay.
Custom-made equipment from the Fontaine Research Institute, huh? That's some pretty high-tech food prep. Paimon's never used anything this weird before.
Huh. Alright.
And done. These are the flavor compounds extracted from our ingredients. I processed all the fruit you chopped up earlier.
Wow! Even
Paimon,
the
please
smell
stop.
is so much more concentrated. What next? Do we add all this stuff in?
Absolutely not! Throwing everything in at once will ruin the balance of flavors. We have to go slowly and carefully to calibrate the exact flavor we want. I'll demonstrate again. Now, watch closely.
Okay, how closely? What? What the fuck is this?
Slowly and...
Oh. Wait, we're doing math? Oh. Whoa.
And voila!
That's crazy.
Now it's your turn.
I literally did it. That was me. You didn't do that.
Not terrible. Considering this was everyone's first time blending flavor extracts, it could have been worse. But the Traveler's work was surprisingly good. Are you sure
I'm pretty
you've
cool.
never done this before? You got almost perfect results on your first try. Oh, well, they do say adventurers are multi-talented folks. Now I've seen it firsthand.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, now for the part I've been looking forward to. I want each of you to cook something from the Hotel de Boer's current menu. I'll judge your submissions and give you a final score. That's right. The true test of your cooking skills is the finished product. It'll be good practice for the contest itself. Now get to it. Chop chop!
Oh, okay. I don't know the menu.
How's it going? Have you picked a dish yet? Choose wisely. I expect you to present the most delicious thing on the menu.
I guess that.
Look at that! With the grace of a snow-winged goose, as I like to say. Now, let the grating commence.
Pretty good, right? Not to brag or anything, but Paimon's a bit of a connoisseur when it comes to la food.
We gotta kill Paimon, I swear, please.
6 points.
What? Oh, well, fair enough. Paimon doesn't cook all that often, so as long as it's a pass.
That's 6 out of 100.
The Mahouch is so bad at cooking, though. What the?
You say you're a connoisseur, but it's quite clear from this dish that you have far more experience consuming food than creating it. By that logic, I suppose you think listening to Lady Farina on repeat every day would make you an opera singer.
That's fair.
Aww.
Oh, me next! I'll have you know that this batch of macarons has 2 whole tablespoons less sugar than my previous ones.
I made those too. Let's see who made them better.
So you went from 12 tablespoons to 10? Well, it's nice to know you actually measured it out. Because it tastes like you just threw in whatever was left in the jar. 6 points.
Aw.
Now to the final dish.
So, what do you think?
Pretty poggies, isn't it?
This is our last hope.
8 points.
Oh.
Darn, that's barely higher than what we got.
Not exactly. The color is spot on. Beautiful aroma. Excellent presentation.
How is it only 8?
I have to give this one 8 points out of 10. Maybe even 9 points.
Huh? How did you pull that off?
Why did she change the scale? That makes no sense.
Don't get me wrong. There's room for improvement. But still, this is clearly the work of an accomplished chef. I can tell that you've put many hours of work into honing your skills in the kitchen. I can really taste the grace of the snow-winged goose in this dish.
What?
The traveler's journey, with all its trials, tribulations, and setbacks. Not to mention the frustrations of having a picky eater for a partner.
Hey, you made that last part up! No way did you taste that!
I did.
Well, it looks like I lost fair and square. I guess you'll be taking the Traveler as one of your assistants then?
But if it takes 3 chefs, that still leaves 1 slot remaining. Maybe Paimon and Navia should keep practicing and see how it goes?
Chef Escoffier.
Oh?
Oh, it's Hilaire! What brings you here?
I heard the news about the cooking contest. You're doing Gâteau de Boer, right? I was just wondering if you needed any help.
He doesn't sound like a kid. Am I crazy?
And you think you're up to the task, do you?
Oh, no, I know I'm not there yet. It's actually my dad who wanted to help.
Oh?
Firma, last I heard, you could barely get out of bed.
Chef Escoffier, Navia, Traveler, thank you all so much for everything you're doing for me and my family. I've had enough of sitting around at home while you run yourselves ragged. If you let me, I'd like to help you win this cooking contest.
Who's gonna pass out in 2 minutes? Hell no.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing.
Don't you worry. I'll be fine. I'm feeling much better now. I'm sorry. I know I've been rather useless these past few days, but not anymore. The fact is, I'm a fine chef, despite recent events. I've proven myself in the Hotel de Boer kitchen, so if anyone's qualified to work under Chef Escoffier, it's me. I think. I mean, I hope so.
Firma, have you even set foot in a kitchen since leaving Hotel de Boer?
I have not, but I'm fully rested now. I know I can handle it. I'll prove it. Let me whip something up for you right now.
Okay.
Huh? That's strange.
Huh.
Why are
I
my
thought
hands
that's what
shaking?
happened.
What do you call this, Verma?
I can't seem to grip my knife.
Do it again! Again! Again!
She gave him PTSD in the kitchen.
Hopeless. Get out of my kitchen yesterday.
Dad, what's wrong?
I don't understand. I was feeling so much better, and then Will I never be able to work in a kitchen again?
Dad, talk to me. What happened?
I think the real issue here is not physical
is she
exhaustion,
here?
but psychological trauma.
Monica, when did you get here?
Yeah, what the hell?
Probably because you were all concentrating so hard on your cooking. I didn't want to interrupt your flow. But anyway, Firma, I'm so sorry. If only I'd known how serious your situation was, I would have stood up for you sooner.
You have nothing to apologize for, Monica. During those long nights of redoing every order, you were the only person who looked out for me.
Oh, come on. All I did was make you some tea. I doubt it was much help. Savannah was so ruthless toward you. I probably should have brought you something stronger.
She sounds like the worst.
Like drugs.
All right, another Savannah horror story. Let's hear it.
She's been getting harsher and harsher on us ever since she heard
Oh,
about
that's a joke, by the way.
Escoffier's new role in the Fleuve Cendre. Seems like no matter what we make, she'll find something wrong with it.
What is this? It looks like a
It's
dog's
chicken.
been at it. In the trash now!
It's just chicken, bro.
Then she orders us to redo the dish again and again, but we never know what's going to make her happy.
Do it again, do it again, do it again!
Every time you remake it, you just get another earful from her.
Either straighten yourself out or get out of my kitchen!
So now, it seems like just picking up a kitchen utensil gives me flashbacks of her yelling at me.
Oh, man. That must be awful.
The more I want to get it perfect, the more my hands shake, and the more scared I am of making another mistake.
How can you give up so easily, Firma? You weren't a quitter when you were working for me. And even under Savannah, you talk about working late into the night trying to perfect your dishes. That says to me that you still hadn't lost that determination to prove yourself. What changed?
I don't know what's come over me. When I think back, I just remember feeling like my heart and my hands were growing heavier and heavier as the shift went on. Each time I had to redo a dish, my heart sank a little further. Maybe Savannah was right. Maybe I am just hopeless at this.
Dad.
I see. Well, it sounds like there are some deep issues at work here. Ones that won't be resolved by merely seeking compensation. I will win this contest, and after that, I encourage you to approach Savannah and talk this out.
But what if you can't find another assistant in time? Clearly, I'm in no state to help out.
You think being one person short will ruin my chances? Let's not forget, I taught you and her everything you know.
True.
Even if I had to go it alone, I would present the perfect gâteau.
Oh, well, Paimon and Nadia will still keep practicing, just in case.
And And so will I.
Yeah! And if worse comes to worse, we can always get the Spina di Rosula to put out an emergency call for chefs.
Well, we don't
There's
have
gotta
to.
be someone out there, right?
Actually, I thought maybe I could help. That's sort of why I'm here.
What? Why didn't you say so?
I was going to, but then... well, this is the first chance I got.
You do this for us? Thank you so much, Monica.
Nobody expected that.
Alright, fine by me. But aren't you still working for Savannah? Joining the other side seems like a guaranteed way to put your future employment in jeopardy.
I know, but it's all right. I've made up my mind. With the way things are, I can't keep working for Savannah much longer anyway. Unless I
Fair.
want to become the next Fermat. I'm done with sucking it up. It's time to try and turn things around. If this cooking contest can get Savannah to see the error of her ways, then I'm sure she'll forgive me for this.
I don't know.
Well, Hyman didn't think we'd be poaching from Savannah's staff to get our third person, but there you go. Anyway, Monica's a professional chef, so nothing could possibly go wrong now.
Great! Then it's settled. And to congratulate you all on making the team, I propose a Spina-sponsored meal
All
to
free
celebrate.
food?
Spina sponsored? Wait, you mean I'm cooking?
Well, I promised the traveler a feast in the Fleuve Cendre. And I know how much you've been looking forward to it.
I really wasn't.
Yeah! Feast, feast, feast!
Oh god, no.
Alright, if you insist, then prepare for some of the finest food of your lives.
Give me 1 sec. Okay, I'm back. Ooh.
That's not a bad idea, actually. Wait, hold on. You need to finesse that further.
Mm-hmm.
That was a dream come true. Paimon never knew Fontanian cuisine could be this good.
Why, Savannah? Why?
So,
Oh, nothing. I was just flicking through the original Codex de Boer. I wanted to see if there was anything I'm missing. Something I hadn't noticed before. That might explain why Savannah's so desperate to get her hands on it. But I can't find anything. It's just some hastily scribbled recipes in between diary entries from Modeste's adventuring phase. And most of it's not even legible anymore. The copy I gave her not only has all the recipes in full, but even includes my own private tips and notes from years of experience. Surely that's infinitely more useful than this old thing.
probably.
Yeah, maybe. Still, it's just hard for me to imagine that the Savannah I knew would go to all this effort just to make a point. We were. At least I always thought we were. She was a little shy, but meticulous with everything and everyone she dealt with. She made a few mistakes here and there, but she was quick to correct them whenever they were pointed out. And she was always striving to improve as a chef.
Mm-hmm.
Those qualities are why I recommended her to replace me as head chef. I never imagined for 1 second that she'd cause Fiamma and the other staff so much grief. Well, I mean to an extent, of course. I pushed hard for her to get the role. And the idea that she turned out like this because of me is difficult to come to terms with. I wonder if this is how Modeste felt back when he was writing the Codex. Yes, with his good friend and co-founder of the Hotel de Boer, Savelli. The story goes that after Modeste unveiled his Gâteau de Boer and was hailed as a culinary genius, he was admired and adored by all. But his newfound fame slowly drove him and Savelli apart.
Okay.
Unlike Modeste, whose every new creation was an instant hit, Savelli seemed to face setbacks at every turn. Doors that would swing wide open for Modeste would shut in Savelli's face. And with Modeste being whisked off to all manner of functions by his celebrity friends, he had less and less time to discuss the culinary arts with Savelli. People started gossiping about Savelli, and their relationship between the two gradually soured.
Okay, makes sense, I guess.
Everything came to an abrupt end when Modeste, still in the prime of his life and still hailed as a genius, suddenly died from an acute illness. And that was it. They neither had a decisive split, nor got the chance to properly reconcile. Their story just came to an end. One rumor had it that Savelli actually killed Modeste out of jealousy, even as the latter was hoping to make amends. Unlikely, it's a popular theory, but there's no real basis for it. At least there are no records of Savelli ever being convicted of a crime.
Okay.
Still, beyond a point, there's no way of knowing what truly happened in the past. All we can do is try to make sure the present doesn't quite go as badly. And that's why I have to win this contest tomorrow. Then get the truth about everything that's been going on, even if it means cracking her open like a nut. You're right about that. Just follow my lead and victory will be ours.
Hell yeah. Wait, what now? Oh. Okay. That's the... Oh, who is this? Who is this? Hello? C1 Nouvelle. That's low HP for Nouvelle, isn't it? Oh fuck, with the weapon? Who is this person? Who is this? Oh, Electro. That's actually kind of cool. Hello, Toby. Hello. I know who this is. Fuck it. Let's accept this. I don't care. Anyway, what time? Well, there we go.
Like standing.
Toby, we're doing a quest that might hate you, because it's about the cooking industry, I guess, in a way. Who knows?
Like this.
This is the right time, right? Cooking contest. My goodness. Wow, Paimon. Thank you for saying me the thing that I heard 1 minute ago.
Did you hear the news? Escoffier's
Don't
coming
care.
back.
Time for Food Wars Genshin Edition. Let's go. But nobody's getting naked.
Mesdames et messieurs, welcome one and all to the Hôtel de Bord and to this most exciting of cooking contests.
The fact that they have an actual French guy is kind of wild to me, not gonna lie.
Savannah, I brought the original copy of the codex you asked for.
Monica? Huh.
In the interests of fairness, this contest will be conducted in a double-blind format. Once the dishes are complete, they will be sent to the back of the kitchen where they'll each receive a label.
Toby, to answer this question, I urge you to watch the anime called Food Wars. That will explain everything.
The labels will be placed out of sight underneath the plates, only to be revealed after the judges have sampled them and reached a final verdict. This is to ensure that no one will know which dish is made by which contestant.
Okay.
As one of the judges, I promise to be fair and impartial.
When my meal got interrupted yesterday, I never thought
Wait,
this is
this
how
guy
they'd
is
make
the
it up to me.
judge?
Getting a seat on the judging panel is a pretty sweet deal.
Wait, but this guy himself said that he doesn't have like a refined palate, so he will just... He's useless here. He won't see any difference. Am I crazy? Like, I myself would never want to be a judge at a cooking contest. There's no shot I would see this small little details in each and every fucking dish. There's no way. Especially if all of them are cooking the same dish. What?
Both contestants have taken their positions. Then, without further ado, let the Hôtel de Bord cooking contest commence!
Yeah. Ah. Okay, yeah, we're doing math. Imagine
Monica,
cooking was just
even
doing
the
simple
best chef in
addition
the
and
world can't
subtraction.
flavor their food without prepping the flavoring, right?
Alphonse, Gaspar, get to work! Do not disappoint me.
That should be enough flavoring. Now hurry up and balance it.
Whoop. Oh. It's still attacking. Wow. What is that? Oh.
Come on,
Oh.
Escoffier! Come on, traveler!
I didn't do anything. Am I crazy or was that fork fucking huge?
Yeah. Rah, yeah. Yeah. Ha, cha. Off to the freezer. Cha. Rah.
Okay, we need two. Okay.
The balance of flavors is about right. But the quantity...
What? I have to see the same animation every time. Why?
So, what do you think?
Shut up, Paimon. Hi, Johnny. This fork is big. I'm not crazy, right? Johnny, one more, and I will not hesitate to click the timeout button. Just saying.
Yeah! Yeah! A little amuse-bouche! Yeah!
Escoffier is already...
Oh, okay, Johnny, I'm sorry. 10 minutes, that's the smallest I can do. 07 to Johnny. Wait, how am I supposed to... Wait, this is not correct. I need...
I think this flavor profile is still a little bit off.
Yeah, we need a 3, we need a 3. We need a 3, I repeat.
Useless! Both of you! Make like an egg and beat it! I'll do it myself!
What if we do 6 and then 3?
Stay calm, Escoffier. There has to be a way to balance the flavors. Just think.
Cake.
You can't match Escoffier's talent.
That was the guy on the left. Are we decorating?
I present to you, Gâteau de Bourg.
Yippee! Guys, I'm not really a cake guy. I don't really eat cake. Personally. I don't really eat sweets in general.
That went just as I expected.
Okay. Whoa.
Time's up! Contestants, please take your dishes to the back.
Okay. I know, Toby, it looks like just one big cake. I don't know if it's... I mean, it had ice cream on the top. That's pretty cool, not gonna lie.
Huh. That guy was right. You really can't tell whose is whose just by looking at them.
Yes, Paimon, because it's the same cake.
We both made the same dish after all. For all her flaws, Savannah's a talented chef who earned my recommendation for good reason. She wouldn't screw up something as elementary as the cake's appearance.
Whoa! This is really rather good.
Wonderfully soft and fluffy. Beautifully sweet. This is a masterclass in how to make Gâteau de Bourg.
I would give this one at least 9.9 out of 10. Only because there's something about the flavor of the base. It's just a little different from the recipe I'm used to.
Huh? Really? I couldn't tell.
That's why I said this guy shouldn't be one of the judges. He's just a dude.
All right, on to gâteau number 2. I haven't had a single bite and already this aroma is a delight to the senses.
I have a feeling that this gâteau will be a gâteau for the ages.
How exciting! I'm gonna dig in. I think maybe someone got a little carried away when they were adding the sugar.
Not just the sugar, it's the flavors too. This is all over the place. Who made this?
It appears the decision is unanimous. This gâteau is far below the standard we would expect.
Whew. And Paimon thought this might actually be close. Turns out she can't bake to save her life.
It could be poor teamwork.
Something's not right here. Savannah may not be perfect, but no way is she this sloppy.
I can now declare that the creator of the first gâteau has won this cooking contest. Now, all that remains is to turn the plate over and reveal the chef's name underneath.
What? It's Savannah?
No, that's impossible.
That's suspicious.
Hey, Savannah, you cheated, didn't you? You cheater! What did you do? Oh, you swapped the plates, didn't you?
Well, someone's a sore loser. These cakes went from the oven to the judge's table without me ever laying a finger on them. And everyone here can attest to that. It was Vanishem's staff who labeled them in the kitchen. If you're looking to accuse someone, why don't you start with them? Isn't it more likely that Escoffier's lost her edge? Oh, or maybe her assistants let the team down.
You take that back!
What was that?
Judges, we demand a rematch.
Okay, Monica's sus as hell, I'm gonna lie.
That's enough. What's done is done. As head chef, or rather as team lead, I take responsibility for the dish I served. Whatever went wrong and however it happened, I should have spotted it. Savannah, I didn't think you'd stoop this low just to beat me in a bake-off. What happened to your chef's pride?
I don't know what you're talking about.
If you want the Codex de Boer that much, you can have it.
Escoffier, no!
No.
But you must promise me that you'll apologize to Firma and compensate him for everything you put him through.
It's a little late to be negotiating terms. The contest is over and I won. That means you owe me the Codex, and I owe you nothing.
Look, Savannah, you may have fooled everyone else, but can you really fool yourself? What I'm offering is to accept defeat without looking to expose what you've done. But only on the condition that you promise to stop putting so much pressure on your staff.
Fine. I'll treat this as your final handover of duties from one head chef to the next. So, will that be all, ex-head chef? Or is there any other unfinished business you'd like to leave in my hands?
I didn't mean that to be a scolding from your former boss. Just a word of advice from a fellow chef and a friend. But I don't know if you're even open to input from other people anymore.
I know what I'm doing. I don't need your advice.
No, you're a bitch. You clearly don't know what you're doing.
All right, fine. I'm glad to hear it.
Escoffier?
The Codex de Boer! Finally. Now, at long last, I will succeed.
Fuck, it's a book. What the fuck are you gonna do with that?
Escoffier? How could you let her get away with this?
Yeah! The Codex is a souvenir of your time here! Doesn't that mean anything to you?
It's all right. It was just a bake-off, not the end of the world. I'm already over it. Besides, it's not all bad. She agreed to compensate Firma. That's mission accomplished for the Spina. Honestly, if I'd have known that giving her the Codex would solve everything, I'd have just done that in the first place. I mean, why bother with the whole cooking contest? It's such a waste of time and energy.
Aw. I'm sure she's devastated. Is she though?
No. No! This doesn't make any sense!
Huh?
That's it? No secrets, no nothing? I don't believe it! This can't be happening.
I knew it. She thought that the book has some hidden truths, and turns out, nah, it's a fucking book.
Oh, Chef Savannah!
Savannah?
It's nothing life-threatening. Just a lot of pent-up stress and exhaustion.
Oh, I knew it.
Pent-up stress?
Fuck her.
The truth is, however hard she might be on the rest of us, the person she puts the most pressure on is herself.
Yes, there are nights when she makes us redo things over and over into the wee hours. But for her, it's every night. She'll hide herself away in the kitchen, working on new techniques and recipes, and only realize how long she's been at it when we come to work the following morning.
But why? Why would she do that?
our best guess is she doesn't want to be seen as less of a chef than Escoffier.
And there it is.
Even so, that's no excuse for taking her anger out on the rest of you.
Yeah, and it's definitely no excuse for cheating in the cooking contest.
Because she sucks at cooking? I mean, sucks is a strong word, but she's objectively worse than the one that she wants to be better than, yeah.
Huh, about that, we honestly have no idea how she did it. We were focused on our own work the whole time, like she asked.
Leone and Algalia were the ones I tasked with labeling the cakes. I've already spoken to them both. They're at a loss to explain it too.
Yo, I'ma be honest, but I think Genshin switching over from hiring US VAs to hiring VAs from fucking anywhere was the best thing they ever done in their lives. Right? Not only will they not have to put up with the bullshit union strike anymore, but I feel like a game having a lot of different accents just adds so much to like the story. I don't know why. Technically it shouldn't matter, but a French guy in a France-inspired region just makes so much sense. Like, why didn't they do that earlier? That makes it so much better. And this guy doesn't even matter. We'll forget him after this quest. He will never show up again. And it's just, why didn't they do that earlier? It's so nice to hear different accents in games. Dude, best. Who would have thought that the strike will actually turn something for the better?
Not to worry. Come on, join me downstairs. I'll interrogate the guilty gâteau myself.
We're gonna interrogate a cake? Is that what you just said? What? Fuck, what?
Well, how is it? Have you figured out what it was?
Oh, this is aggravated assault on my palate. I'd rather eat wet cement than this.
Well, I wouldn't go that far.
Is it really that bad? I made sure to taste test it before it was served.
Oh, relax. This isn't your cake. Savannah never switched the plates. The offending flavors are coming from in between the icing and the cake base, which means someone tampered with it while it was being made.
Well, and who put the bases? Oh, it was Monica. Who would have thought?
Or in other words, we have a traitor in our midst.
I'm sorry. I was forced into it. It was Chef Savannah. She said if I didn't cooperate, she would...
Calm down, Monica. I've already accepted defeat.
What could she
and
possibly
if I
do?
wanted retribution, I would have brought this up when the results were announced.
Did she say she will kill you or something? Because if she said that she'll fire you, that's for the better. You don't wanna be here, bruh.
Whatever's going on with you, just spill the beans. There's no need to hide it.
I was the one who caused the food safety incident that one time.
Oh.
Food safety? Wait, you mean the Lumalin incident? So you procured the contaminated ingredients?
I think so. Savannah and I were on procurement that day. I didn't check everything as well as I should have, and so I let contaminated ingredients make it into the kitchen.
No, that's not what happened. No. Prediction time. Savannah swapped it. And sure, Monica should have checked it, but it wasn't her fault. It was there to begin with. You know? I'm calling her out right now.
But I swear I didn't do it on purpose. I had no idea there was an issue with them, and I didn't know it would end up with Escoffier going to jail. But the last thing I expected was for Savannah to use it as leverage to blackmail me with...
This is crazy! So Savannah pressured you into sabotaging Escoffier's cake by threatening to expose your secret if you didn't?
I know, it's terrible. I'm so sorry. I was so scared. The thought of Chef Escoffier finding out that I put her in jail, it made me freeze up with fear.
I mean, if Escoffier already admitted to being guilty back then, it's kind of too late, you know?
I thought Escoffier would hate my guts if she ever found out, and yet somehow that's ended up in me doing something even worse.
Seriously? All this fuss over a little slip-up?
Huh?
Firstly, it's not like I got a life sentence. I did my stint at the fortress and now I'm out. And secondly, I had my own reasons for leaving the Hotel de Boer. This wasn't the only factor, so you don't need to feel ashamed or frightened or anything like that. Any more than you need to add butter when you're pan-searing foie gras.
What?
You mean... you forgive me?
She needs to stop with these cooking analogies. I don't know what the fuck she's saying.
Oh, well, I'm not saying you don't have to take responsibility for your mistakes. You should tell Vanagem to mark down your performance for the past few months. Then do some digging and find out exactly where those contaminated ingredients came from. Sure, you've made mistakes, but now's the time to fix them. Understood?
Understood.
Good. Now, back to Savannah. What about the original codex would compel her to resort to blackmail?
I have my suspicions. Not that I've got any proof to back them up, though.
Johnny, I wonder why. I wonder why it didn't let you for exactly 10 minutes. I wonder. What could have been the reason? I wonder. If only it had something to do with the LMAO emote you just used. Yeah. Must have been a glitch, I think. Yeah, must have been. Yeah. For sure. Yeah. Johnny, I'm just gonna tell you this. That out of all the active chatters in this chat, you are the only one that got a timeout from yours truly. The only other person that ever got a timeout was Dunk, but that was because he put a link in chat on accident and the bot got him. So you're special in a way. You're in a way you're special. Think about it like this, you know. You were the first one. Okay. I think this quest is like roughly 2 hours long, so I still have solid half hour, so let's just get through this shit. My chat just disconnected. Why did it do that? Hello? Hello? Oh, there we go.
What happened to me? I've overheard some customers murmuring about how the Hotel de Boer hasn't been the same since Escoffier left. They think our menu doesn't taste like it used to, especially our signature items.
Johnny, don't. I see everything now. Everything works. And if anything, I see it on here, where my mouse is right now. There, I see it there. Just because the chat disconnects doesn't mean, you know.
Now that you mention it, I noticed it during the contest too. I couldn't put my finger on it, but the flavor seems subtly different from how it used to be. But the difference was so small, I'm sure no one would notice it besides our most loyal customers and true dessert connoisseurs.
Still, as head chef, it's easy to see why Savannah would get so hung up on it.
Johnny, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. Why is he here? Probably because of the US strike, because they started hiring people from outside the US. And I guess a French guy popped up. And that's a good thing. That's a great thing, in fact. It's amazing. That's, you know, that's the one benefit that English dub in all of these games has over Japanese or Chinese or whatever. Because if you do Japanese dub, you will only get Japanese people, right? Same with Chinese, same with Korean. Dunk, I don't know why that's the first message you said today. Why and now you say that you lied. Whatever. Either way, English dub for these is the only dub where you have diversity with accents, because you are being taught English everywhere, right? How's the story? Pretty good, Jubal. Pretty good. I hate French people. Thank you, Dunk. As a European, I have to say that I hate French people too. That's like, I'm legally required to say that as a European that is not French. I have to. Anyway. Why do you hate French? I'm sorry, Jubal. It's not his fault that he's French. I'm sorry. I like French accent though. The French accent is pretty cool. But, you know, French bad. That's like the rule here. Yes, Dunk, he is French. He is French, yeah. I should warn. I don't hate. You pity them? That's a good perspective. That's a good perspective. You know, Dunk, I can agree with that. I can agree. Yeah. That makes more sense now, yeah. Yeah, I'm kind of with you on that actually. Now that you said that like this, yeah, I kind of, yeah, it truly sucks. Yeah, like we need to change the topic. Let's just continue.
So many times I've seen her make the cake base over and over again, late into the night, determined to match Escoffier's version. But something's always slightly off every time.
Yeah, I've noticed that too. Never really gave it much thought though.
Thinking back on it now, it's clear that Savannah's been in a downward spiral ever since Escoffier left.
She wants to prove that she can fill Escoffier's shoes. That's gotta be the reason.
Toby, I don't know if you wanna be born in France. I've never been to France, but I wouldn't wanna be there, you know? You'll be just a laughing stock of all other European countries. That just, I don't know, man. That just sounds like, I don't know.
But after countless setbacks, she's getting more and more unhinged. And at some point along the way, she switched from doubting herself to doubting Escoffier.
Doubting Escoffier? For what?
For being too good, Paimon, you idiot. Okay.
Yeah, it would explain why she was bent on getting the original at any cost. She must have thought Escoffier purposely omitted key details from her recipes when she copied them out. Also, she could retain her place as the #1 chef in Fontaine, the only one privy to all the secrets of the trade.
Oh, for goodness sake. What a stupid idea.
Of course. Then she finally got the codex only to discover that the secret recipes she's been pining for don't exist at all. Seeing how utterly wrong she was must have been a real shock to the system. It probably brought up everything at once. It overwhelmed her, and she passed out.
Good.
There's still one thing that doesn't make sense, though. If Savannah had the real recipe all along, how come it tasted different? She might not be on the same level as Escoffier, but surely after like 50 attempts, she'd get it right one of those times.
You'd think so, but geniuses like Escoffier are in a league of their own.
She's literally Gordon Ramsay, the anime girl, of course. I am pretty sure, like purely based on Escoffier's demeanor, she was definitely a character referencing Gordon Ramsay. There's no way it's a coincidence. There's just zero chance they made a chef with this attitude. No shot.
New head chef, you say? What's her name? I don't think I've heard of her before.
I wonder, can the Hotel de Boer keep its edge without Escoffier at the helm?
This tastes different from last time. Is it undercooked or something?
Pretty sure you could tell if it's undercooked, bro. When does it come out, though? Because we will lose you for a few days when it comes out, won't we? You'll be gone.
Take this. It's a copy of the Codex de Boer. From now on, you will be its keeper.
Late May, you say? Okay.
Don't listen to the doubters. If I say you can do it, then you can do it. Even if you don't believe in yourself, at least believe in me.
She got EP, Jubal. Yeah.
Hey, did you hear me? Once I'm gone, the restaurant is all yours.
All this time, I've been blaming other people, but maybe I'm the problem.
Character development for this NPC we will never see again. Let's go, baby. That's what we. That's why we are here, man. Oh, where the fuck are we going? Hello? Hello? Where am I?
I sincerely apologize for putting everyone out. Savannah's awake now, but I don't think she's ready to speak to anyone yet.
I don't really care about speaking to her, but sure.
Let's give her the day to calm down. I'm sure you'll have the chance to talk everything out tomorrow.
In that case, I'll go and update Vermont and his family. I wonder what he'll make of all this.
So, we'll come back tomorrow then.
I
That
guess
was a
if I
long
have
day.
to, sure.
I think I've earned myself a sweet treat when I get back home.
Oh, nice! Macarons? Or
Why does-
are you gonna switch it up this time?
I always hate that Paimon just forcefully says it like that. I hate it. Toby, why did you just... What did they say? What? Did they say something? Why did you just say that? Why did you say that? Did I miss something?
Traveler, how much do you know about the snow-winged goose?
Nothing. You just... What?
Every year, they migrate long distances in search of a suitable home. There's always one goose at the front whose job is to lead the flock.
Yeah, Toby, that was a big stretch if that's what caused you to say it. Genuinely. Straight up. You know? I thought I was the one like making jokes like these, but like if sweet treat you're getting fucking okay, dude. Okay, man. You got a cheater? Damn dunk.
Fontaine poets often use the image of that goose to explore the ideas about leadership and genius. They usually imagine someone who's a cut above the rest, a model of perfection. But what those poets don't know is that during a migration, the lead goose is always changing.
Wow.
Once the lead goose shows signs of fatigue, it retreats to the back of the flock and allows another goose to take its place. So the truth is that leadership, with all the responsibilities and pressures that come with it, it's something that everyone takes turns at. But we humans completely miss that fact when we project our own ideas about social hierarchies onto them.
Sure.
I guess what I'm saying is, I don't buy into this notion that there's some sort of gulf between normal and genius.
Chubu, did you misspell king?
Cooking is a science, not magic. Given the same ingredients, same recipe, and same environment, I see no reason why two different people shouldn't be able to create the exact same dish. Of course, some people have a more sensitive palate than others, and some people are just born bolder or more conscientious. But these are all variables that can be accounted for with time and practice.
Dunk, welcome to the 6 feet club. I'm also 6 feet. Let's fucking go.
I'd have no reason to expect so much from others if I believed that perfection can only come from the hands of a genius. The only reason I hold people to high standards is because, well, I believe they're capable of greatness.
Yeah, now that you mention it, A and I are pretty far apart. Oh. Yeah, you're kind of right.
Okay, I've made up my mind. I'm gonna get to the bottom of why Savannah failed.
Oh, okay.
And come tomorrow, I'll give her the scolding of her life, pointing out all the mistakes she's made along the way. Then she'll finally see the error of her ways.
All freak, the guy 1 inch taller is crazy. Okay, how much do I weigh? 5 AM, who the f... That's crazy. I'm not in bed by 5 AM yet, are you insane? Oh, the following day? Bruh. When?
Why are we here so early? Our meeting with Vtuber isn't for a while.
Yeah, but we came here for... Yeah.
Check on her? Why? What happened?
She dead.
Oh no. Escoffier, are you alright?
How many cakes did she make?
I'm fine. Just need to get some more coffee in me.
Huh.
Huh? What happened to my coffee? Did I really drink it all?
That's a big ass cup. Anyway.
Alright. Thanks. I appreciate it.
Well, there's cooking facilities here. Or we could just grab a cup of coffee from Cafe Lutece, but either way, hurry!
Wait, do I have coffee on me?
Coffee. Need coffee.
Oh, I guess I have some coffee. What if we gave her the suspicious one? Wait, what? We have nothing here. Because the suspicious is like a fucked up dish. If you fuck it up, it is suspicious. Let's see what she does.
What's this? I know some people like to use pungent flavors to wake themselves up, but
she actually
not for
reacted.
me, thank you very much.
Also, you know what they could have done here? She's asking for a coffee, and like a few years ago we had that random event when we were making coffee. There was a mini game for making coffee. What they could have done is just fucking put it here into this quest so that we actually do something, you know? She doesn't want it. Okay, let's just give her the
coffee.
For the Furina cake.
Strong, bitter coffee beans, transformed through expert brewing and balanced perfectly with rich, creamy steam milk. Wonderful.
Jubu, I know that will sound crazy, but that one random event was very oddly satisfying to me. There is just something about like some very normal things that a lot of people will say are shit that are just really satisfying to me, and that one was it. I don't know why.
I feel much better now. Thank you so much, Traveler and Paimon.
Glad to hear it, but make sure to catch up on your sleep when you get the chance.
Eep.
I think I figured out where the problem lies. Honestly, it's ridiculous. I don't know whether to laugh or cry.
Okay, Jubal, those aren't satisfying though. That's the thing. When I mean oddly satisfying, I mean stuff that don't satisfy anybody by me. I'm pretty sure nobody cares. I am the guy who enjoys looking at a loading screen bar going higher. You know, nobody cares about that, but I just like looking at those. Nobody does that. I do. That's why I call everything oddly satisfying, because nobody cares but me.
Wait, what investigation? What are you guys talking about?
I'll save it for when everyone else gets here. It's so stupidly small. I can't believe it's caused so much drama.
Uh-huh. Stop saying drama. I just think of Twitter every time you mention that word.
Yes, except my failures were stepping stones to success.
Escoffier, have you seen Savannah?
No.
Huh? No, not since yesterday. Why? What's wrong?
After seeing her home yesterday, we were all a little concerned about how she was doing. So, I dropped by her place early this morning to check on her, only to find an empty house with the doors wide open.
My goodness.
I left Alphonse and the others to keep watch at her home, while I checked the Hôtel de Bord. I'm worried something bad might have happened. If she's not here, then where could she be?
Boss, Escoffier, bad news.
What's up?
Alphonse? You're supposed to be keeping watch at Savannah's house.
We were, but then, just after you left, we found this stuff in her house.
Oh, looks like a map with a bunch of random places circled. What does it mean?
I don't know.
Wait a second. This feels familiar. I'm sure these places are all connected somehow. Of course, from the Codex. They're all places that Modeste explored on his adventures. Yeah, but I don't understand. The adventure logs in the Codex are too fragmented to be of any use. How come this map shows all the missing details?
I don't know.
The Codex de Bord? Then this place marked in red out at sea. Could that be the fabled birthplace of Gâteau de Bord?
Seriously? So now she set her sights on finding the original recipe and beating Escoffier that way? Geez, Savannah. Anything to overcome a Gâteau plateau, huh?
Oh god.
Idiot! Does she have a death wish? Those ruins are thousands of years old.
Hold on. There's more. Besides the map, we also found these letters.
I ain't reading all that. Yeah, no.
It was you. You let the Lumaline through, didn't you? It sounds like a threat letter. Does this mean that Savannah was responsible for the safety incident? And not Monica after all?
No way. Nobody would have predicted that. Not even me from like 20 minutes ago. No. It's crazy.
Retrieve the Codex by any means necessary. So the cooking contest and the cheating. Someone else was behind her pulling the strings?
She's keeping the true recipe to herself.
Ugh, this is all such a mess. Paimon needs a second to process this. First, we thought that Savannah forced Monica to cheat in the cooking contest. But now, it turns out that someone else forced Savannah to force Monica to cheat?
Uh-huh. That's crazy. Somewhere deep beneath the sea.
You're finally here. Of course. I should have put 2 and 2 together as soon as I read your threat letter. The food safety incident. The demand for a cooking contest. The instruction to blackmail Monica. Even the suggestion that Escoffier was keeping secrets from me. It was all part of your grand plan, wasn't it, Monica?
Okay, wait, so what you're saying? Oh god. So Monica was manipulated by Savannah, but secretly Savannah was being manipulated by Monica. So that oh god. Why? Why? What? Oh.
We should be getting close to the spot marked on the map.
Of all the stupid things she's done, this really takes the cake. The moment we find her, I'm gonna curse the living daylights out of her.
Yeah, say the word fuck. That will get her. For sure. Come on. Into the ruins. If we are, they were gonna give us a trial, yeah, Escoffier, so we're gonna go with Nivolette as DPS because she buffs hydro damage. We'll see how big of a buff she actually is. She can bunny hop. Yeah. Oh, what? Okay, yeah, fish. I feel like the game should have shown me that before I entered, but sure. I smell a puzzle.
Whoa! This place looks like an underwater restaurant, doesn't it? Suddenly, the idea of an adventure chef finding secret ingredients makes a whole lot more sense.
I think Modest's codex mentioned this place. A public bath from the time of Remoria. So yeah, definitely the kind of place that would have served food and drinks.
Blubber beast.
Huh? Some blubber beasts have come to join the party? How did they get here?
So.
Aw, they ran off!
That could be easier said than done. Something's blocking the entrance.
Well, did Modeste mention it in his adventure logs by any chance? They must have gotten through somehow.
Probably.
Good point. Yes, that's right. It's coming back to me now.
We prepared a banquet for our shy little guests, and as the food flowed away on the current, they broke into a joyous chorus, and the path opened to us.
We have to feed the blubber beasts? With what? There's nothing here besides rocks, romaritime flowers, and lumitoile. See, this is why you should always bring snacks. You never know when you're gonna need them. Now we have to head all the way back to shore and grab some.
There is no time for that. Romaritime flowers and lumitoile will have to do. They may not look appetizing to us, but who knows? They could be blubber beast delicacies.
Wait, we're seriously gonna try this?
I guess. Oh, more.
Yeah.
Puzzle.
Yeah. A dash of frosting. Sha. Yeah.
Maybe we can do this way. Let's see. I'm gonna give 5. Okay, then 2, and then 3. Oh wow, it's the same animation as earlier. It's insane. Nice music.
Blubber beasts or not, are we sure this stuff is edible?
Trust me, they'll love it.
Sure.
Oh, good question. If we try to put them in the pool, we'll probably just scare them off again, and who knows how long they'll be gone.
Yes, we can't afford to wait for them to double back. Oh, what was it that Modeste said again? Something about the food flowing away on the current.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I get it. I get it. Yeah, I get it. Yep. It rotated. Go. Yeah. Oh, I can't rotate it because it's going. Oh.
Wow, it's really singing! It must taste better than Paimon thought!
Okay, that's one done. We just need to save some reds.
The tracks turned back again. Oh, so annoying.
Wait, I'm good. I don't know, Johnny. Someday. Who knows? Whoa.
Hey, it's open!
Whoa! Wait, a chest? There are 6 people watching here. Identify yourself. Let them be, Johnny. We appreciate lurkers, okay? I am a lurker myself most of the time. I just chill in watching shit, okay? We all appreciate the lurkers. No, lurking is amazing, bro. Lurkers, Johnny, just so you know, and these are like real Twitch stats, 90% of viewers are lurkers. 90%.
Hey, give me your water.
You're underwater, bro. You can get it from anywhere.
Here. I said your water, the one you just drank out of? Sure.
What?
All those years slaving away under Escoffier, and then you. Today, it's finally paying off.
Okay, turns out Monica's the bitch. Let's go.
Not only have I found the ruin that Savelli kept hidden, but I also get to boss you around like my little lapdog. Hey, go scout ahead for me. If we need to do any more blast tunneling, I want to know where to lay the explosives.
How do you even have those? You work at a kitchen. What the fuck do you mean explosives?
Did you not hear me? Get going.
Why don't you do it yourself?
Oh, when did you learn to fight back? You're always so compliant when I give you instructions by letter.
That's because you threatened to expose me for the Lumiline incident. I swear, if I'd known what you were planning, I'd never have...
You can have badges, Johnny. You can. True.
Ha! Don't be so self-righteous. Admit it, you've always been jealous of Escoffier. That's why you lapped up everything I told you. You were terrified of her finding out about your part in the Lumiline incident, and you resented the way her reputation hung over you. So you jumped at the chance to convince yourself that she was the villain, that she deliberately hid her secret recipes from you just to hold you back. It was the only excuse you needed to justify getting back at her.
Johnny, if I can, I will.
First, idolization, then jealousy, suspicion, and self-deception. That's what this comes down to. It was the same story with Savelli and my ancestor.
Okay, Johnny, just go back in the vault, take screenshot of Monica and send it to Acid.
He offered Modestus friendship only to murder him out of vanity. He promised to explore the world with him, only to later destroy all records of their adventures. It's a miracle I even found this place. You have no idea the countless hours I spent piecing it all together.
Uh-huh.
So you see, you're no better than Savelli. If you can't beat him, betray him, right?
I am no Savelli, nor will I ever be.
Oh, put a lid on it. You really think you can absolve yourself of your vindictive and jealous behavior now? Just because you finally realized that Escoffier never kept any secrets from you? You didn't show any remorse when she left, or in the cooking contest. Why start now? You have no right to redemption.
You're right.
I don't know.
I don't deserve her forgiveness. But I am done being bullied into submission by you!
Yeah, punch her.
Ooh, feisty.
Never
But
mind.
you should watch your tone. Talking to me like that could get you in big trouble.
I somehow doubt that. Since I poisoned both our water bottles.
What?
Get fucked.
Ever since I learned the truth, I've been biding my time, waiting for this moment. You've played me like a fiddle for so long, and now this is payback!
Dude, you know how many layers of like betrayal and everything here is? These two, like, this is insane. So she was really bad to Monica, but Monica was like, this was part of the plan that I endured all of this. And I was actually behind everything you did. And now she learned and she's like, actually, I poisoned the water bottle, so you're gonna die here. Like, there's so many layers that they're going through here. What the fuck? Also, I'm not playing Battle Cat Stung. Stop asking me. That game has the gameplay that I despise. It will bore me to death if I play that game, okay? You need to stop asking.
But you drank it too.
It's what we both deserve. This is the price we must pay for betraying Escoffier.
You'll die here with me, Monica!
Yes, Dunk, I don't get it. That's why I will not play it. It's not for me, man.
You. What's so funny?
Oh, you're too much. I thought I'd play along for a bit just to amuse myself. You gave a very rousing performance.
Where's your nose? Where's her nose? Guys, where is her nose? Where is her nose? Also, Johnny, I have played Minesweeper on stream probably like once or twice, just, you know. I'm pretty sure when I was waiting for some random bullshit, I probably played Minesweeper. I wouldn't be surprised if I did.
I saw your dumb plan a mile off. There's no poison in these bottles, just clean, fresh water.
No.
Okay, let's get back to what we were saying 2 minutes ago. Savannah predicted and poisoned the water. But no, Monica was one step ahead and she swapped the water back to clean one. This is insane, guys. This is like Genshin Impact Kira versus L. I don't know who is which, so we don't know which one of them will... But you know, this is what is happening here. This is actually insane.
Revenge is a dish best served cold, you know? Did you really think your half-baked plot would fool me? You're a lousy chef, and you make a lousy villain too. A complete waste of space.
Cool.
No wonder you never amounted to anything.
Now eat a potato chip. And then Nier comes in, who is like worse than L, but somehow figures everything out because L already laid it out. But they didn't show up yet. They will come here in like 2 minutes. Gotta be. Yep.
Everything I ever did was a failure. And now, I failed again, for the last time.
Hey, why don't you try your hand at being a comedian in your next life? You got a good laugh out of me. But now the show's over. You should have just done like I asked, Savannah. All I wanted you to do was scout the ruins for me. But you had your chance, and now it's time to say goodbye.
It was a knife.
Stop right there!
Criminal scum.
Let her go, Monica! We've got you surrounded!
Escoffier?
Ugh, looks like I'll have to keep you around for a little longer.
You can't! Stay back if you want her alive!
I don't really care.
Escoffier and the Traveler. I can't take you both on in combat, but if you so much as flinch, I can end Savannah's life in a heartbeat.
It's not coffee, Johnny. It's Escoffier, whatever that means. I think it's a reference to like a famous French chef or something. I don't know.
Monica, what are you hoping to achieve by this? You're about to commit murder, and for what? A recipe?
A recipe? You chefs are all blinded by your myopic focus on kitchen affairs. Well, some of us actually have bigger fish to fry.
Johnny, if I'm in Genshin Impact, I will voice that one NPC that has like one line. I will do it just so I can say that I've been in the game.
Modeste had a secret. The truth behind his so-called genius, the je ne sais quoi factor in his Gâteau de Bourg, and it's right here in these ruins.
Okay.
Are you serious? You're here because of a Gâteau de Bourg obsession? You've gone completely mad!
Dude, if acid became the Paimon, I don't know if I could take it, bro. I don't think I could do it, man. I don't know. That'd be insane.
I couldn't care less about the cake itself. No, the real treasure is the secret ingredient that Modeste sourced from these ruins. He and Savelli were fools. A priceless treasure of Remoria in the palms of their hands, and they thought, ooh, this would go great in our cake mix.
True. Dunk, Paimon's the flying baby fairy. That's annoying as shit.
We're talking about a powerful stimulant that also sharpens the senses.
That's no cooking ingredient. It's a groundbreaking drug.
Drugs?
That's right. I've done my research. It was a drug that Remoria developed for their war machine. I could make a killing by selling it to the treasure hoarders or the Fatui.
Wait, what do you mean drug for a war machine? What? What does that even mean? How can you drug a machine? Or are we talking machine like as in like there was this guy that just is good at killing? What? Okay. Didn't all Remorians turn into stone statues? Fuck they need drugs for? Hello?
Will you listen to yourself? You're completely delusional.
My eyes are wide open. Just wait till I get my
Blink.
hands on this treasure. You'll see what a fool you've been.
She blinked. Oh wow, she blew shit up.
Wait, what's that sound?
That was a bomb, Paimon.
Just when I thought she couldn't get any crazier. She's lucky the whole place didn't collapse.
No, that's good.
Uh-oh, Savannah's gone too.
Monica must have taken her. Oh, what a coward. She's only taken her hostage because she knows that she's no match for you.
The One Piece. We can find the One Piece in here, guys. That's crazy.
That's true. Even if she finds the treasure, she'll need Savannah alive if she wants to get out of here in one piece.
The One Piece. I need to stop, dude. I need to stop. The One Piece was drugs we saw along the way. That's all it is.
Oh, well, our path's been blocked, so let's look for another route.
Can we get much higher? So, where do I go? Where do I go? Maybe in the water?
The water looks pretty deep here. Maybe it leads somewhere.
And that's deep. Wait. Oh yeah, that's how we take it. And then, ooh. Why do I have a chest here? Wait, do I even need to kill them? I can just steal this shit, right? Yeah. I'm gonna spare you. Oh look, that's one of the Remuria people. That's what they look like nowadays. They're just statues. That's pretty cool. Johnny, the special thing is that she cooks. But if we're talking gameplay wise, she's a support.
They were probably awakened by the explosion just now.
Oh,
Alright, Knife Skills 101. Time for some rough chopping.
Well, let's put up her little thingy.
Be sanctified.
Oh. Johnny. And that's the kicker. So she has this random ability that I think like a few times a day, if you hold this button, she does this thing, right? And then if you attack with like elemental attacks, it charges it, right? And that will give you a dish. Right, so we got like a dish. She can make Shogun cook. That is crazy. Okay? That is... She's the only one capable of such an impossible feat. Oh, what's this? I don't know if that's important. I don't think so. Did you try? I saw people do it on the internet. I didn't personally. We can try it after the quest, if you remind me. But I'm pretty sure it's legit.
Another door? Guess we need to prepare another feast for our guests.
More cooking, let's go. It's time to cook. I just got a 2. Will save me a bit of time. No? Okay. Where's the machine? Oh. Whoa. You already showed it to me, game. Thank you. I already know where they are. Thanks. Go. Yippee. There it goes. Freshly cooking.
It seems to really like the texture of Rome maritime flowers.
I don't care what it likes, Escoffier. I'm just here to cook. Oh. Oh wait, I need to rotate this twice. There it goes. What the fuck?
Scraps of color. Scatter!
A little amuse-bouche.
24k from just an off-field attack is wild.
I never knew you could process Lumitwol like that. Alright, I've got to jot this down. Lumitwols and maritime flowers. This could open the door to a whole new world.
Yep, that's literally the plan. Wait, hold on. Which door are you talking about?
Oh, the fourth one? That's also a support. Probably one of the better ones. She's really good with Malvika, the Pyro Archon over here. But she's overall like a really good buffer. And she can do this.
Return to the skies!
Whoa.
That's strange. These don't look Romorian to me. More like last century Fontaine.
No, Johnny, that's a better Venti. She is a 5-star. She is. Yes. She is. She's like one of the cooler Natlan characters, actually. I really like her. Also, I don't know, Johnny, if you played any Starville, but she actually has the same VA as March 7th from that game. So that's cool too.
Adventurers from last century Fontaine, huh? Oh, Modeste and Savelli, do you think they camped here?
No way.
By the looks of it, this was a one-person camp. They adventured together, but maybe one of them came back alone at a later date.
Check out... Wait, Johnny, I know you won't believe it, but not only both of them have pink hair, both of them give shields. Crazy. Whoa.
Huh, you really think so?
Trust our adventurers' instincts. We're pros at this stuff, just like you're a pro in the kitchen.
Yeah, I'm a pro adventurer. I have 100% mob
The
exploration.
Traveler has more adventuring experience overall, but Paimon's definitely a pro rummager from all those treasure chests.
Found it.
Darn it! Paimon was just about to show off her rummaging skills.
Huh, no kidding. Are all adventurers so obsessed with journaling? I mean, I guess I take a lot of notes when I'm cooking as well, but I thought that was just me.
Anyway, let's find out who was here.
Escoffier, I take video footage. That kind of counts like a journal, right?
It's been years since I've last visited these ruins. It's exactly the way I remember it. This place probably hasn't changed in millennia. Sadly, up above, on dry land, everything has changed. The treasure of Remoria. That's what we used to call it. Modeste was right about its potential. It turned Gâteau de Bourg into a national sensation. Our limited stock of the substance meant that the gâteau could only be produced on a small scale. But this only drove up the popularity all the more. Modeste was right about that too. He predicted all of it. He was praised as a genius. While I, as the one person who'd ever disagreed with him, was labeled a talentless fool. Modeste tried his best to console me, but I knew better than anyone just how great the gulf was between us. Our conversations grew scarce, and we saw less and less of each other. I didn't fight it. He had new friends and a career of his own. Why invite further disdain by inserting myself where I did not belong? I told myself that maybe one day, when I finally created a masterpiece of my own, I'd be able to face him without shame. Or maybe one day, when I've put these feelings of self-loathing behind me, I'd be able to ask him with a smile on my face, how about we go on one more adventure, for old time's sake? Unfortunately, that day will never come.
So it was Savelli. From the sounds of it, he came back after Modeste had already died.
No way, really?
I always thought it was just a legend. But if it's true, then this must be the place where they found their secret ingredient, the birthplace of Gâteau de Bourg.
In that case, what does that say about the death of Modeste? If it's all true, maybe Savelli really did have something to do with it.
The taste of Gâteau de Bourg has changed. Modeste was convinced of this, even though everyone swore they couldn't tell. Being the perfectionist that he was, he refused to accept even the slightest flaw in his work. He stopped all sales of the product, locked himself away in the kitchen, and worked day and night, vowing to find out where he had gone wrong. But as he baked and taste tested over and over again, he found he only strayed further and further from the original taste. It was only when he was sipping on coffee one day and realized he could not taste the bitterness that the truth finally dawned on him. What had changed was not the gâteau, but his sense of taste. The treasure of Remoria stimulates the senses, taste included, and invigorates the spirit. In the short term, it offers people the ultimate gourmet experience, but in the long term, it dulls their senses entirely. In hindsight, it made perfect sense. After all, why would a culture that sought liberation from the constraints of their bodies care for the loss of their senses? But we realized it too late. We were just too late. Over the course of his many culinary experiments, Modeste exhausted the remaining supply of the treasure of Remoria. He consumed it all himself.
That's why he died.
The finest culinary talent of his generation now faced a future in which he would never be able to taste anything ever again. Finally, in despair,
he killed himself. That's crazy.
And because we had become estranged, I could not be there to stop him, to offer some words of comfort, or even to say goodbye. Yet despite everything, he sent me his final letter.
The treasure of Remoria? Guess Monica was really onto something. It really was a kind of drug.
So, Modeste chose to end his own life. Then, why all the rumors that Savelli murdered him? Also, neither the Codex nor any other contemporary records make any mention of the treasure of Remoria. It's almost as if someone deliberately erased it from history.
Yeah, if it's a fucking drug, then yeah, no wonder.
Modeste told me everything in his final letter. His was a tale of how even a genius could fail, and how much more devastating it is when it happens. Did he hope I would gain some personal catharsis from knowing the truth? Or maybe he wished for me to warn the public about the dangers of Gateau de Bourg, proving that I had been right all along. But if the public ever learned how Modeste's greatest triumph became his undoing, his fall from grace would be swift and merciless. 1 minute a genius, the next a joke. It would surely spell the end for his restaurant too. What would be his legacy then? How would future generations view everything we built together? I fear the scorn I have faced these last years would pale in comparison to the scorn shown to him by the history books. I cannot let that come to pass. I will do what I must to protect his name. It will mean tampering with his notes to remove the damning details, leaving mere fragments of our story behind.
Okay.
It may lead his family to suspect me of having a hand in his demise. But if that's the price of destroying all evidence of my crimes, then so be it. I would rather the world believe a tale of genius and jealousy than see his reputation in tatters. The final loose end is the evidence here, at the bottom of the sea.
Okay.
Huh? What's wrong? Didn't we say Savannah should be safe for now?
So we thought, but if Monica finds out what happened to the treasure, there's no telling what she might do.
Let's just kill Monica. Simple. Okay. Oh. Ooh, pretty. There she is. Wait, did she kill her already?
The treasure of Remoria. I have found you at last. Savelli, you tried your best to bury the truth, but you underestimated the children of Modeste. Some fragments of his diary escaped your clutches, and we have held on to them for generations.
Bro, what do you mean?
But I have to thank you too, Savannah. Without your help retrieving the codex, and with it the last piece of the puzzle, I may never have found this place. But now, finally, the secret to Remoria's military might is within my grasp. The treasure of Remoria is mine!
Oh, it's empty?
No way.
It's empty?
Monica? Oh, we were seconds too late.
Escoffier? What's the deal with that jar?
Savelli's final act! He wanted to conceal the secret of the treasure forevermore and make sure it would never harm anyone again. So he came here after his friend's death and destroyed every last shred that remained.
This can't be happening. All the years I spent piecing together the truth. All my painstaking planning.
You dumb.
All that for an empty jar?
Monica, don't do anything stupid. This ruin is more dangerous than you realize.
Oh, shut your pie hole!
Oh, I knew he would wake up.
To Lord Remus, you barbarian shall be slain.
Oh no.
She's a nutcase! A liability to herself and everyone else! Well, now it's up to us to clean up the mess she's made. Take these golems out!
Bow your head, let the mighty be humble!
There's a lot of damage happening here.
Why is this place still shaking?
It's fucking blowing up.
Either way, it's all her fault. Enough chit-chat. Let's get out of here, Traveler Escoffier, come on!
Okay, I'm coming.
What? A gun?
Oh, no, you don't.
Bro.
If I can't get what I want, neither will any of you. I've got nothing to show for my life's work so far. But if I can take another so-called genius down with me in my final moment, then it was all worth it.
Okay, we have to be faster than a gun, right? We can just... We have to, right? Like, there's no way we're not.
You're a psycho!
Oh. Oh.
Savannah? When did you wake up?
I may be a lousy chef, but it looks like I'm not a complete waste of space.
Didn't she poison herself or something? What? I don't know.
Traveler? Okay, let's go!
Quick. Oh, so we're just gonna leave her to die. You know, I kinda like how the Traveler, if they clearly see someone evil, they don't even bother to save them. You know? Because a lot of anime or something would be like, oh, they can redeem themselves. Yeah, for sure. And here's like, nah, fuck her. Just leave. I love that. That's actually, you know, if I was the protagonist in this, I would do the same, man. I would do the same.
Escoffier! Savannah!
Traveler! And Paimon!
Traveler.
Venejem, what are you all doing here?
What did you expect us to do? Stay at the restaurant and sit on our merry derrieres? While the Traveler and Escoffier were out here risking their lives?
We had to do something. Even though that something ended up being, well, waiting for you here instead.
Toby, see, you said it about her. Right? And we established that she's actually not that bad. The other one, though, yeah.
I don't deserve any of you. And I certainly don't deserve to be your head chef. It was my fault Escoffier had to leave. Then I couldn't live up to her standards. I acted like a tyrant in the kitchen. And now I almost got myself killed. Come back, Escoffier. Come and be our head chef again. I'll never be able to replace you.
Okay, so everything I said to you the day I left, it just went in one ear and out the other?
Huh? Sorry, I was kinda in my own head at the time. All I could think about was the Lumiline situation. What was it you said again?
Forget it. It doesn't matter. Anyway, I didn't leave this job because of you. And you're not nearly as awful a chef as you think. If you were that bad, why would all your staff show up here for you?
Escoffier's right. Sure, you nitpick our work and get us to do things over a lot. But when it comes down to it, you're the one who's always doing whatever it takes to make sure the customers get served on time,
I'm gonna be honest.
every time.
I would never come to her aid if I was working with her based on what I saw so far. There is no way in hell I'm doing anything to help her ever. Okay, that was not established in this quest. She was a dick and she still seems like one. It's just, you know.
Things were pretty rough after Escoffier left. And Savannah's the only reason we've been able to make it through.
Our customers know that Escoffier doesn't work for us anymore. But the fact is, they keep coming back. If that's not an endorsement of your work, I don't know what is. At the end of the day, we're all human, and we all make mistakes. All we can do is recognize where we get it wrong and do our best to improve. That's all that's humanly possible.
No, I get what you're saying, but what I did to Firmont and to Escoffier, it's unforgivable.
Well, about that, there's someone else here to see you, Chef.
Is it the guy?
It's been a while.
Oh, it is.
Chef Savannah.
Firmont? I'm so sorry. I put far too much pressure on you. And the way I stubbornly refused to go and see you after you fell ill. There's no excuse, but I'm too late, aren't I? The damage is done. I heard that you can't even hold a kitchen knife anymore.
Actually, I think I'm going to be just fine.
Huh?
We thought Firmin's problem was purely psychological in nature. But after the threat letter came to light, it got Firmin thinking. And then he remembered the tea that Monica used to give him every night. And as it turns out, she was lacing it with Lumiline the whole time.
Of course. Of course. Because Monica's evil. Of course he did that.
No way! Doesn't that cause nerve damage?
It can. High doses pose a risk of serious nervous and sensory complications. But if you calculate the dosage carefully, you can control the extent of its effects. A small dose might simply make a person more emotional, whether that means more fragile or more hot-tempered.
No wonder it seemed like you'd lost your edge.
I asked my friends at the Fontaine Research Institute about it. They said that with the low dose I was taking, the risks are pretty small. They also fixed me up with some meds and said I should recover in no time.
Okay, that's pretty cool. That's cool.
Well, that's what happens when you give someone a little bit of hope to cling on to.
There's more. We believe that Firma was likely not Monica's only victim.
You mean she poisoned me too?
Oh, so that's why Savannah's been so irritable this whole time!
Oh no, they're giving her a redeeming fucking story. No.
Let's not be too quick to blame everything on the Lumiline. That stuff can only amplify what's already there. So tasty food will seem like the most delicious thing in the world, while food you don't particularly care for will become utterly revolting. So you better make sure you reflect on your behavior and apologize to every single person you've wronged.
I will. I'm sorry.
Yippee.
There's still one question that's really bugging me. Why is it that no matter what I do, my Gâteau de Bourg never tastes the same as yours? Is it just... I mean, is it because you're a genius and I'm not?
It's because the heating element in your oven is broken, you silly goose.
What?
What?
I felt like something was off during the cooking contest. Once I got around to checking all the equipment, I noticed it right away. There was a half-degree discrepancy between the temperature setting and the actual temperature.
There is no way that matters at all.
All the ovens in the whole kitchen had the same problem, which confused me at the time, but by this point, it's pretty obvious that Monica must have tampered with them. I would have figured it out the day of the bake-off, since the issue affected both our teams. But of course, Monica sabotaged mine so that could never happen.
No. I spent so long trying to find out where I was going wrong, and then you pinpoint the problem in just one night? It all comes back to one simple, undeniable truth. You're a genius, and I'm just plain old Savannah.
Oh, cut it out! Stop the woe is me act for a second and just think. I came up with this recipe. You don't think that might have something to do with it? Do you know how long I spent perfecting my Gâteau de Bourg? 3 years! 3 whole years! I know this dish inside out, back to front and upside down. And you've been head chef now for what, 6 months? If that? A couple hundred failed attempts, and you're gonna throw in the kitchen towel? And declare you'll never be successful because you're not a genius. You clearly have no idea how many kitchen failures I've had under my belt, or just how long it took me to finally get my recipe to a level I was satisfied with. Genius or not, everyone makes mistakes. Modeste did, Savelli did, everyone does. You're only a lousy chef if you don't face up to your mistakes. Learn from them and then keep chipping away until you crack the problem once and for all. Surely you haven't forgotten all that. You were no lousy chef back when I handed you the reins.
I haven't forgotten. And I'll make sure I never do.
That's our head chef.
Ha! Sounds like we won't need another changing of the guard in the Hotel de Bourg kitchen anytime soon. Huzzah!
Did not just say huzzah. He
Crazy
didn't.
journey. Look how happy everyone is.
So you got your mojo back now?
Yeah. Thanks to you, Escoffier. In fact, no. Thanks to all of you.
Aw, friends again. So nice to see them finally settle their beef.
Yeah.
Good. So
Cool.
now that's out of the way. It's time for payback. You cheated in our last bake-off,
Oh,
and I
God.
demand a rematch right now.
But that was mostly Monica's fault, wasn't it?
Right. And also, does it have to be right now? Savannah's only just got her mojo back, and you barely escaped from a death trap.
No excuses.
Oh my
This is a
God.
cooking contest between two top chefs, and nothing will stand in its way. So grab your spatula and get ready.
How does she have it? We're in the middle of nowhere.
This instant.
Hey, so, this whole time you were salty about losing?
We're in the middle of nowhere.
The second cooking contest commences now!
Cutscene.
This time, no more games, and no holding back!
Okay. It's already done. A miniature mode this time. Why did they make it so big last time? That was so unnecessary. Oh no. I knew it. It is Food Wars, but they're not naked. I knew it from the beginning. What did I say?
I feel like I don't have the right to be here.
Hey, what are you so afraid of? You can't unbake it now. And if you don't serve it, then good or bad, you'll never find out how to improve. If you're too scared to fail, you'll never know what real success tastes like. So?
Embrace your failure. Taste it. Digest it. That's the way to success.
I don't know. Sounds like it's easier said than done.
I'll do it.
Yeah. What did she? What's the verdict?
The results are in! A
Oh,
landslide
okay.
victory for Escoffier!
Quite rightly, too. Piece of cake.
Literally, because they were baking cake, you know, last time. But that's not a tail, though. They told us it's not a tail.
Oh yeah, look at that! Savannah looks pretty chipper too, considering she lost.
Now, where were we? Yes. Do you have any more questions for me after everything that's happened?
I guess I do, because I don't have the option not to.
I thought Navia would have filled you in. And actually, I said all this to Savannah before I left. Although, as we saw, I don't think any of it sank in. I had two reasons for leaving. One was the food safety incident, of course. But the other was that the Hotel de Boer had reached a point where it didn't need me anymore. So I decided to step down and look for new opportunities to improve myself.
Improve how?
Well, a while back, I got to know a fellow chef from Liyue, and in her, I saw so many new possibilities.
Wow, who would have thought?
She has that same adventurous spirit that Modeste and Sibeli had in their youth. Slime mucus, lizard tails. With her, nothing's off the table.
True.
There's a whole world of new flavors out there waiting to be explored, hiding away in ingredients we overlook. Case in point, remember those Romaritime flowers down in the ruins? I used them in the cooking contest just now. Did you taste the difference?
What? Paimon didn't notice at all.
I don't know, they didn't need it.
Half of the art of cooking is dissecting the recipes of previous chefs and figuring out the exact constellation of elements that gave their work its signature taste. And the other half, it lies in freeing yourself from the confines of the kitchen. You've got to go out and explore the endless possibilities out there.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Paimon's suddenly not sure she wants to try your cooking anymore.
Don't worry, it's not going to be a free-for-all like in Modeste's time. Before I put anything into my food, I'll obviously do my research. Make sure it doesn't contain any harmful substances. In the meantime, take this. It's a recipe for Petit Gâteau de Boer revised version. I tweaked it to suit your needs as busy adventurers. Hope you enjoy, and remember, feedback is always welcome.
Okay.
All right! So, do you ever see yourself returning to Hotel de Boer?
Oh, of course. I've already promised Vanish M that I'll come back every once in a while to make sure the quality of the food remains at an acceptable level.
Okay, cool.
You know, Paimon's still a little disappointed that we never got to see the treasure of Remoria. Surely Monica wouldn't have gotten drawn in so deeply if it wasn't for all the mystery surrounding the original Gateau de Boer. She practically dedicated her life to finding the lost pieces of Modeste's diary. Then went to all that trouble to infiltrate the Hotel de Boer. And in the end, it was all for nothing.
Good for her.
Since you mentioned the
She
treasure,
deserved it.
between Modeste's writings and what we saw in those ruins, I think I may have figured out the truth. The so-called treasure of Remoria was most likely a substance that the Remorians extracted from Lumitwals, better known to us as Lumiline.
Huh.
Huh? So then, why all the hype back in the early days of Gateau de Boer?
Don't forget, it was a very different era. We could barely even refine sugar back then, so desserts were very much in their infancy. In a world of bland food, it's no wonder that the first thing to really excite people's taste buds took the world by storm. And as for the Lumiline, it may well have been somewhat valuable in ancient times. But these days, it's just another drug from the Fontaine Research Institute. Even if Savelli hadn't destroyed it all, I doubt it would be worth that much these days.
So after all that, there was nothing in those ruins but worthless junk. Feels strange to say it, but Paimon almost feels sorry for Monica.
Nah.
She sacrificed it all,
No,
only
not
to
at
get
all.
nothing in return.
Yeah, she got what she deserved.
Hey!
What do you want, Navia?
Navia? You just got back from that underwater ruin, right? Well, check it out. They ran a special issue. Did you see anything like this down there? Freshly unearthed from the ruins of Remoria. A magnificent jar thought to be over 1,000 years old. Experts say it has immense artistic and historical value. It could be worth an absolute fortune.
Wait, isn't that the jar they used to hold the treasure?
If only it was still in one piece. Some butterfingers must have dropped it or something.
Yikes.
It's such a shame.
So she could have became rich, but decided not to. Good. I mean, she's dead now. Okay, that was the quest. That was pretty okay. It wasn't anything crazy. I'm not gonna say it was like the best quest I've ever seen in my life. It was pretty nice. Oh wait, I have a standard pull. Oh wait, let's do that just for fun. Oh. Okay, nothing. Sick. Okay, I don't think I have anything to do in Genshin. We might hop on some mining or crafting or something. I'm just gonna see. Can I upgrade her more, or do I need? Oh, I don't have these either way. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna hop on there. Oh. But I need to quickly print something for my mom. So I'm gonna play you some music. In the meantime. Or, Johnny, what is the or? What does it mean? Johnny, I don't know what that is. What even is that? I don't know what it is, man. I don't know. Open Steam. Okay, I'm on Steam. Hi, Acid. I need to see what this game is. What is this? Well, let me. What is this? What? I'm good, Acid. What is that? Juni, how did you find this? Juni, is this kind of like fucking Vampire Survivors? It kind of looks like it. I don't know, man. It's better. Yeah, but is it the same style of gameplay? Because that's very important. Plus, I don't have the game. I don't know why you... Oh, Johnny, if you wanna do Steam Remote Play, hell nah. I have very bad experience with that shit. Okay, Johnny, we can do that. I will try, but I need to print something for my mother. So I'm gonna go for 1 sec. I mean, I will be here, but I'm gonna be... Where's the music? Oh, it's paused. Okay, you can hear it, right? Yeah, you can. So, I'm pretty sure I send messenger. There we go. Send it to myself here. Open this link. Okay. What is this? Cookies? No, fuck you. Okay, I need to turn on the printer. Wait, I'm gonna mute myself because this shit will be loud. So give me a sec. Acid, you understand that I, unlike you, have 2 monitors, and I do see my preview, right? You know that I know what you can see. You cannot just troll me on that, because I know exactly what you guys are seeing. Do you know? That doesn't work. Give me a piece of paper. Is this only 1 page? How much is this? Yeah, that looks like 1 page. Okay. Well, let's see if you can hear the printer. Turn yourself on. Okay, we have the printer. I need to plug it into the computer. Let me... Okay. How do I download this? Oh Jesus, yeah, that printer is so loud. How do I download this? Well, I can export as PDF. That should make it easier. Oh, I need an account for that? Okay, no, fuck you then. What is this website? What? why I... Okay, you know what? We're gonna cheese this. I'm gonna make it smaller. You know what we're gonna do? I'm just gonna take a screenshot and print out the screenshot because I'm not dealing with this shit. Johnny, why are you DMing me at the current moment? Okay, I have screenshot it. Oh, you can help? No, I'm good. I'm good. Let's go here. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. Can I just... Oh, fuck. Open the back. Let's fit it all in, so it's not a little smaller. There we go. Boom. Save it here. Not the power button. Okay. I never turn off anything with the power button, or rather, not my computer. Okay, here's the screenshot. Let me just click print. Okay, I'm gonna mute myself because this printer is loud as fuck. So, wait, no, make it portrait. Oh, there we go. Okay. I have printed it. Let me get it to her and I'll be right back. Okay. Let me change the category. It's the only one in the title. Okay, Joni. Cut the music. Let's see what you're cooking here. I will let it load and then I'll actually. Oh, I gotta move my wait. I need a controller. Polish jump scare. I don't know why Steam Remote Play isn't Polish, even though my Steam isn't. But get jump scared. I need to plug in the controller. Here we go. I don't know what this is. I as far as I know, I might be invited right now to give my data to a shady government. I don't know, but I'm gonna trust John. Okay. Let's see what happens. Oh, it's working. Question is, how well will it work? Because last time I tried Steam Remote Play. This okay. So far so good. I don't. Oh, okay. The quality will be kind of but that's fine. What do I do, John? I don't know what this game is. What is happening? That's the most randomest thing I've ever done. Oh. I'm just trusting John with all the choices. Wait, how do I do stuff? John, how do I do things? Oh, I see what's happening here. Okay. I understand now. Oop. What did you get me into? John, this is just Vampire Survivors. What do you mean? But it's co-op. What does Y do? Wait, we can mortar shell? Oh, okay. Bruh. What? Ow. Oh. Wait, I just realized. John, give me 1 sec. I just realized there's no fucking audio. There we go. Oh, okay. We're good now. We're good now. My goodness. Wait, why can't I move? Why can't I move? What the hell? Hello? Oh, there we go. Wait, why did it go? Okay. The music is going crazy. What? Damage? Never mind, no damage. This is loud. Wait. Let's do it like this. Guys, you know what this remote play working means? That means I can officially blame Acid for the Cult of the Lamb. Yeah. A snail? Tuesday. Oh. Boom Plus. My goodness. Oh, we beat it. Oh shit, wait, that's a boss. We did not in fact beat it. Oh fuck. Oh. It is death. What? I don't know if we did well or bad or what, but we did something. Johnny, I think you would really like Deep Rock Survivor. Or Deep Rock Galactic Survivor. When? Oh wait, am I supposed to? Okay. Bro's upgrading. What? We gotta both agree to buy? That's insane. That's a lot. That's why I never play these games. There's just so much upgrades, and I want all of them. Is this some ultra difficulty mod? Eternal Rift? Oh, now we have a ring? Oh, shoot. The ring seems way better, what the hell? Ow. Oh, we have a dodge? Oh, that's huge. Where? Holy moly. Boom. Johnny, how do you even find these games? I'm just gonna DM on Discord. Wow. I'll check it later. I got another one. Wow. Another one. Chill the fuck out. Holy shit. You won. I said you're harassing me on Discord. You're done? Are you sure? Are you sure you're done? Oh fuck. Wow. Hello. Oh shit, now there are flames. Pretty fire. Oh fuck. Right. Wait, is there a boss? Oh! That's another DM. I said, I feel like you're lying, unless that one wasn't you. Johnny, don't die. Oh shit. Johnny, we gotta get out of the corner. We gotta get out of the corner. Oh. It was you, I said. So you lied. You lied earlier. Casually lying. Just like that. And then she has the audacity to say that she never lies, man. That's just... Nah. No. Okay, I need to see what the hell is Acid doing. I need to see this. Guys. Guys. Yo. Yo. Acid, that's wicked. What the hell? That's wicked. What the fuck? Yo, thanks for that's sick. Wait, I don't know if what this will show. Let me just in case. Yo. Where do I keep all of these? Cake Cat and Negmon? Nah. That's crazy. Check Steam 2. What do you mean check Steam 2? Steam. There's nothing on my Steam. I mean, there's nothing on my Steam. I don't know how to. I don't know how to tell you this, but there's nothing on my Steam. Also, let me get this transparent boy too. Okay. When? Wait, what was that? Well, Johnny, so far it's fine, but the thing is that I played many Many games like these, and I always get bored really fast. Okay, Acid. So I got a notification from my email. I think what you did came through, and thank you very much for that. It just doesn't show up on Steam. What is that? Application restart required. Remind me later. I'm gonna... I don't know. Wait, did you just say balls? Did you... Why did you just say balls, dude? Just Wait, why does... Acid, why does they acid the scamp? What does that mean? What does that mean? Why are we the scamp? Okay, I'm not gonna click anything right now. I don't wanna break it just because Steam has it. But I'm gonna do that later. Thank you very much for that. Thank you. Johnny, I think we can do like one more. I wasn't planning to be live for too long, so we can play like one more. I'll probably be wrapping up after that. Thank you, Doug. Thank you, Doug, for the birthday wishes. Wishing me to die. Thank you. Thank you. I knew I can count on you. Whatever you want, Johnny. Whatever you want. Oh wait, I'm not showing it on stream. There you go. When? Johnny, we gotta get with crit chance. Crit chance is always good. You gotta do crit chance, man. It's always OP in all games ever. I will try. Let's go with beam. Beam sounds cool. Oh wait, that's the beam? Okay, I don't know if I like the beam. I'll try this one. So it's like DOT. DOT is always nice. Just because we're really close, I think this one will work well. Yeah, this is working. Ooh. Oh shit. I forgot we don't have a dash. Oh no. Rifle. Okay, okay. Okay, okay, 5 is pretty big. It kind of even fits in the beat. This is big. Or, okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. More fragile. Yeah, I think it is planned because it's really on beat, which is kind of cool. Oh. You gotta do quick step. Yeah. Okay, that did not help me. Ooh. Vault. Oh, that's good. Come on, Johnny, we gotta do 7. We gotta do 7. Okay. Oh. Oh shit. Okay, now it's getting crazy. The beam was a bad choice, but the slush saved it, not gonna lie. Oh! This is bad. Oh wait, yeah, we can freeze time. Oh, I forgot. Oh, bigger beam. Oh no, it's not. Oh, it's. Oh, okay. It burns the ground now. That means we can draw a dick if we really try. And that would be extremely funny. Do it. I said, I don't know if we can afford drawing a dick right now. Oh, okay. Yeah, boom works. Next time, sure. Drawing a dick would require live communication, I feel like. Dude, this screen spinning is getting me dizzy, not gonna lie. Let's do something new. Johnny, slow what? This spin? That'd be pretty nice. Not gonna lie. Okay, yeah, if you can, that'd be really nice, yeah. Let's do this park. Oh yeah, you can. Oh, that's really nice that they added that. You didn't even notice it was spinning? That's crazy. Soft will be fine, soft will be fine. Just a little bit. Oh! Oh. Oh, we... Oh. Uh-oh. Sage. Johnny, you gotta try Deep Rock Survivor one day. I feel like you'll really like the game. For sure. I'm gonna be leaving you, John. How do I leave Steam Remote Play? And just... Oh, yeah. Okay, there we go. Alright. That's gonna be it for today's little fun. I probably will be here tomorrow. Maybe. So, I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.